get it cracking like a levy. I'ma show them all how to party if they let me. Keep the countdown and release the confetti. The party don't start till I get there. Sit us all in the rest and it ain't fair. I've been waiting on this moment my whole life. Yeah, give me my crown if it's just right. You make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? Cause you make it look good. Watch this. Pull up with the top down. Ain't anything. I'm way too hot now. I radiate. Don't need a rear view. They behind me. Cause my future's so bright in my blind. Hold up. Why I gotta shine so bright? Don't need a reason. Escorting my haters out. They wish you sleep. Can't be nobody else. I'ma be myself. So they gon' have to watch me treat myself. You make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? Cause you make it look good. You make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? Cause you make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? You make it look good. You make it look good. Watch yourself, huh? Yeah, you make it look good. Don't let it watch yourself, huh? Cause you make it look good. Watch this.
Watch this. What is going on, everybody? It is Thursday, y'all. We are trucking through the week, right? Friday is tomorrow. We got a holiday weekend coming up. I don't really keep track of holidays like that. But from what I was told, we got some things happening this weekend. Welcome, everybody, to the Native Tribe Urban Media Show. I am your host. They call me Native. How is everybody doing on this Thursday evening? Hope everybody is doing well. Here's what I do know. What I do know is that we got some calls, okay? We got some calls that involve Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III. They say she's deranged, okay? And we got our good friend, Ernesto Williams. They say he nasty. And by they, I mean a grand jury. Okay. We can be very specific as to who they is now. Okay. Because Dre said, they say you're nasty. But see, he didn't say who they was, right? We now know that they is a grand jury. A grand jury said you're nasty, Nesto. They said that you're nasty. This ain't just Native talking. This ain't just my tribe talking. CW, them folks, and Delicate Dale and them. A grand jury indicted you, sir. So they say you're nasty. So the idea of Ernesto Williams being nasty is just spreading all over the place. All over Georgia, all over Atlanta. He just nasty. Okay? Ain't that some shit? But speaking of some shit, we have a shitting little 86-pound weirdo with no edges, half her guts, and a red bottom diaper bag. She is just floating all across the country with a bad generator from her brand new RV/camper. And in the other call that we got, y'all, she said that there are signs of a deranged woman. Now, this woman left her home to go into a used camper RV, right? To shower on the outside, to use Planet Fitness's bathrooms, to shit in a bag, okay? But she had the nerve in 2023 to say that there were signs of a deranged woman. I think she has given us all the signs that we need. What y'all think, huh? We're going to explore all of that tonight on the Native Tribe Show. Thank y'all for being here. I can't do it without you. So let's see who is here with me today. I got CW. Says, good evening, everyone. I'll be in the bushes for a minute. Well, thank you so much for being here, CW. I do appreciate that. Them folks is in the house. Sonya's Boots is in the building. Delicate Dale with flames in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Tanya B here is indeed here. She says, hey, y'all. Blue Bear in the building. Hello, Blue Bear. How are you? Justin's mom Also in the house, hello, Justin's mom. How are you? Twyla310 is in the building. Us, as in we seniors need love too, in the house. Says, hey, Native and Tribe, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. My friend, Beanne, is in the house. She says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Beanne. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Rossi is in the house with Flames in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you are doing well, Rossi. Beanne says the signs. I'll be in and out the bushes. Yes, Beanne. She said that there were signs of a deranged woman that Nesto needed to be aware of. So I thought that since Nesto is never getting out, that we could go over the signs of this deranged woman who has obviously put him in danger of being in jail for the rest of his life. Yeah, I thought that would be appropriate. You sound clown. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hey, Native Tribe and our girl Smokey, let's get it. Let's get it indeed. You sound clown. Thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Southside Chi-Town in the building. Says, hey, Native and Tribe. Say what? Yes, Southside Chi-Town. She said that there were signs of a deranged woman. That there's signs that you should look for. So I thought, Southside Chi-Town 73, that we would go over those signs. Because I think it's awfully ironic. Now, you might think this too. That it's ironic that a deranged woman will be pointing out signs of other deranged people. Isn't that funny? It's kind of funny. G Creates is in the house with Flames in the chat. X2 Complicated is in the building. Says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, X2 Complicated. How are you? Jay Blake is in the building. Says, hey, Native and Chat. Hello, hello, hello. Mary Willis is in the house. Says, hey, hey, Native Tribes. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Could it be? Natasha Razor Glam is in the building. Hello, Natasha Razor Glam. How are you? I got Life Ain't Over. Minding Business is in the house and says, hey, beautiful people. Well, hello back to you. Beautiful, life ain't over. Bevy C is in the house. Says, hey, Native and Tribe, let's do this thing. Okay, Bevy C, I'm with you. We gonna do this thing. Lunar Brain Fireheart in the house with Flames in the chat. Also with Flames in the chat, I got Mimi in the house. Hello, Mimi. How are you? Tanya be here, indeed be here. Delicate Dale, I see you. Reef Simos mom in the house. Hello, Reef Simos mom. How are you? She says, hey, Native Mods and Tribe. Beanne says she had to convince him that she could follow through on at least one lie she told him, even at her detriment. Look, Beanne, she got to impress the incarcerated Negro for some reason. Nesto, the incarcerated Negro. She had to do something to impress him, I guess. I'm just saying. Lisa Lulu is in the house. Hello, Lisa Lulu. How are you? We got Chi-Town Libra Mo in the house. Hello, hello, hello. Wanda Steele is in the building. Wanda Steele be coming through with the jokes, y'all. Y'all watch out. She got that little smile, but she come through with the joke. She's a heavyweight hitter. I'm just telling y'all. She's hilarious. Ms. Lady in the house says, hey, Tribe fam, let's go. Indeed, let's go. NPR Nerd 73 says, hey, hello, NPR Nerd 73. Beanne says she's been describing herself as the angry, black, bitter woman mother this entire time. Absolutely, she has. She really has. She has. But listen, deranged woman, Beanne. We gonna point out some derangedness of this woman. Don Amici, the RN, says, I'm here hanging from a branch with a silverback trying to listen over my shoulder. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Be careful, Don Amici, the RN. I don't want nothing to happen to you, okay? I don't want nothing to happen to you, okay? GC in the house says, hey, Native Tribe. Hello, GC. How are you? Mixtures Monica in the house says, oh, snap, I'm on time. Yes, you are, Mixtures Monica. You're always on time as far as I'm concerned, okay? Gabby Girl in the house says, hey, Jet Black Straight is in the building. Hello, Jet Black Straight. How are you? Miss Fine One is in the house. Hello, Miss Fine One. How are you? She says, hello, Native Tribe. And Miss Smokey, well, hello, 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 Miss Fine One. How are you? EK in the building says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, EK. Mai Tai in the building says, hi, Native and Tribe. Hello, hello, hello. GC says she is a zesty dude talking about her female side. Right, exactly. Facts to Feathers, driveway surfer says, hey, all, hello, hello, hello. Wanda Steele says, hey, Native Tribe, no, you didn't speak to me. Yes, I did. Of course I did, Wanda Steele. Of course I did. Why would I not? Of course I did. Sherry Berry 11 in the house says, good evening, Native and Tribe. Hello, hello, hello. Baptize That Ass is in the house says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, hello, hello. Ray Della Lewis is in the house and says, hello, hello, hello. How are you? CJ said, man, when did your notice go off? I've been jumping back and forth trying to find you, but I'm here. I got an angry black woman rant on. It's too early for that, okay? It's too early for that. Lady Janice is in the house. She says, hello, Native and Tribe. Hello, Lady Janice. How are you? Look, I want to welcome everybody here. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate everybody for being here. Okay? I'm going to try to get through these 2 calls. All right, because we had 2 calls that dropped. One was from after the indictment, which I'm going to say this about this call, this first call. I don't believe that he knew about the charges at the time of this call. Now, y'all tell me what y'all think, but I don't think that he knew anybody. I don't think he knew anything about what was happening when this call took place. It's just the way that what we know about Nesto is that Nesto can't hold anything in. So I find it hard to believe that he knew these charges were on him and that he was able to speak coherently through 2 phone calls with her. The second one being about the generator, which we are going to fast forward through because that shit is boring. But I find it hard to believe that he knew these charges were on him at that time. I just don't. She mentioned something about, I think, 9 o'clock, but there was no indication as to whether or not that was 9 o'clock a.m., 9 o'clock p.m. We just don't know. So I don't know. Phone calls from prison. If there's any way that you can, inform us of whether this was a late call, an early call, because I just don't believe Nesto could hold that in if he really knew that he was being indicted on those charges. I think he'd be crying, he'd be complaining, he'd be just and my lawyer, my life over with. You know how he is. Y'all know how he is. Yeah, y'all do. Ms. Lady said, you say that because he came across as unbothered. I say that because he came across as aloof. Like he was just like Nesto doesn't have a poker face. Nesto doesn't come like when Nesto knows something, he knows it. He's going to say something about it. And I just didn't get I just don't get that. But that's just I'm guessing. Again, without having concrete evidence, I'm just guessing. NPR nurse said he knew because he asked her how many there were. Okay, I'll listen again. Because it just seemed like he was unbothered. He did seem unbothered, Miss Fine says Sonya wouldn't have held it in. Yeah. I don't think so. Sweet Peasy says, hey, Tribe and Native, you are loved. Yeah, I'm shouting. Well, thank you, Sweet Peasy. I appreciate the love. I do. Nia K said he knew. Okay. All right. Okay. Y'all say he knew. Like I said, I'm not claiming to be right about everything. I'm just saying just the what we've heard from him and the way that we have heard him go on and on and on about the smallest shit. I just didn't get that. I didn't get that impression. But okay, if he knew, he knew. Rossi says he knew. He just acting when you see the text. See, I got to get these damn texts, Rossi. Rossi, if you know how I can get the text, please let me know. Ms. Fine says Nesto has no poker face and Sonya can't hold water. I believe he was asking about his remaining charges once the CP charge was dropped. See, that's what I'm thinking. I'm kind of thinking the same thing, that wasn't what he was talking about. But again, we're about to go over it, so we'll listen to it and see. Donna Michi, the RN, says someone dropped the text from 520. She told him on the text with no details. Okay. Wanda Steele said Nesto is an expired pudding pop, nasty old, and will be thrown away. An expired pudding pop. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. I don't know. An expired pudding pop. Oh my God. Sounds gross. Just Nick is in the house and says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Just Nikki. How are you? Mary Willis says if he knew, he wouldn't have been that calm. That's what I'm saying. When have y'all ever known Nesto to just be like, oh, I got indicted. Let me just talk about this damn generator in detail, really cool and calm. He has never done that at all. Wanda Steele said freezer burned. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, most freezer burn things are kind of disgusting. So TB said yes, he knew. He did talk about it a little. Okay, we'll go over it. We'll go over it. PCFP has the text in her Patreon. Really? Okay, cool. I guess I'll be looking at those while we go over this. Okay, cool. Okay, all right. Hey, Ms. Nisi, how are you? Hope you are well. Who else came in? Just Nikki. Did I speak to you? Just Nikki is in the house. Okay. Ms. HLS. Did I speak to you, Ms. HLS? I hope I did. Hello, Ms. HLS. How are you? If I did not, all right, y'all. Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mysteries. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to play the music for Legacy Moon because I know for a fact Legacy Moon just renewed her membership. But Legacy Moon just renewed her membership. Thank you so much, Legacy Moon. I do appreciate that. So glad that you are here today. CJ said, I was thinking he was in shock. I don't think Nesto has shock with as much shit as this man has had put on him. I don't get shock from him, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'll listen. We're gonna listen to it because I want to hear what y'all are hearing because I want y'all to hear what I'm hearing, and then we're gonna see if we can meet in the middle. Okay. Jay Black said that's why I asked what was the time of that call because the document dropped around 5 p.m. Right. Donna Michi, the RN, says, thing is, does she post a time on the call? The text was after 5 in the evening, I believe. There's a mention of 9 o'clock, but I don't know if it's 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. Now, y'all tell me if that makes a difference if the text dropped at 5. If it's 9 in the morning and the text dropped at 5, I'm just saying, I don't know. TDC is in the house, says, hi guys. Hello, TDC. A soft place to land is in the building with flames in the chat. Hello. Let me see. Only Me 23 is in the house. And guess what, y'all? Only Me 23 has been a member for 8 months. That means that we got a member milestone, y'all. You know what that means. Alrighty. Thank you so much, Only Me 23, for being a supporter of the channel and rocking with your boy for 8 months. My. Dimples Wimples, thank you so much for being here. I do see you. Dr. Charles is in the house. Hello, Dr. Charles. Hey, let's talk about it all is in the building. Hello, hey, let's talk about it all. Nia K says, I think he's just given up and ready to take the bus ride. So you think it's just defeat? It could be. It could be. It really could be. I mean, if you think about it, Nia K, he has gone through all of these theatrics for all of this time since 2022. That's a long time to pretend like you ain't did nothing wrong. And every time you turn around, they are slapping you with a new indictment, a new charge, a new witness, and it's never, ever anything that's in your favor. That's a long time. So you might be onto something, Nia K. I'm not dismissing any of it, honestly. Facts to Feathers driveway server said, let's add more context to expired pudding pop. That's an old curdled dairy chocolate and smells like old buttermilk. I mean, yeah. I mean, you're right. Let me see. TB says, Sonya said I talked to a lawyer. She says that all the time, though. When does she have time to talk to the lawyer when the damn generator won't work? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Let me see. Inverter Generator, which is a hilarious name, by the way, is in the house. Hello. Why are y'all so damn funny? Soft place to land. Also with the member milestone, says just saying hey one more time. Thank you, A Soft Place to Land, for how long you been with me? 6 months. Oh my God. A Soft Place to Land has been a member for 6 months, y'all. Okay. Only Me 23 has gifted one Native Tribe Urban Media membership. Thank you so much. Nia K has gotten that membership. Only Me 23, thank you so much for the member milestone. I do appreciate that. Y'all, we got a new member. It is Nia K. Now, Nia K, being a member over here, we only got one rule, really, and that is that if you're going to come in and take your shoes off, if you're going to come in and put your feet up, take your shoes off first. Everybody, our newest member is Nia K. We want to welcome Nia K to the tribe, and thank you so much to Only Me 23 for always supporting this channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, yeah, Nia K said, cue my music. You got it, Nia K. You absolutely got it. All right, y'all. So let's get into the call. We got some unclear and some uncleared up questions here. Okay. And Nia K said, I'm dancing in my car and my shoes are off. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool. I mean, you gotta take your shoes off in the car, but if you come into the house and and you take you know what I'm saying, Nia K. You know what I'm saying. Tanya B is in the house, says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Tanya B. How are you? And my Tony72 has come into the house and says, good evening, Native, chat, and mods. Hello, hello, hello. The Black Girl Experience says, I couldn't wait to listen with y'all with the Black Girl Experience. Here we are. All right. Here we are on a Thursday evening about to get into this call. All right. So I am so glad to have you here, the Black Girl Experience. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate that. Y'all ready to get into it? Let's get into it. Let's just be in cool. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Hold on. Southside Chi-Town 73 says, do you have a guy for new male members? That is a guy, and this is the only one I got, Southside Chi-Town. That's all I got. This is all I got. I only got the one. Okay. I was happy, okay, to have the one. All right. I didn't even think about doing a second one, but this is what we got for everybody. All the new members we all gonna do the same thing. Okay. Y'all, let's get into this call. This ridiculousness. After the indictment, May 20th, we are listening for indicators because if I miss something, y'all, I am not too big to admit that I had missed something, but I promise all I heard was generator, generator, generator. Okay. Y'all tell me what y'all tell me. Southside Chi-Town, your eyes are not old. Okay. It's kind of, some fire going on. There's a lot of stuff happening in that little clip. Okay. All right. Let's listen, y'all. Let's get into it so we can unravel this mystery. And then when we get done with this, because like I said, we're going to skip past most of this generator shit because it means nothing to me or you. Then we're going to get into the other call. Okay. So we're going to do 2 calls tonight and we're going to get out of here. All right. That's the game plan. All right. So let's listen.
The 2 calls in this video are from yesterday, May 20th, 2025. As you may know, Nesto was indicted on serious SA charges on this same day. He doesn't speak about it too much, but they instead talk about and troubleshoot Sonya's generator. Take a listen.
Hello?
Hello.
How are you today?
Hold on. What do you say now?
How are you today? Sound like you echoing.
How are you doing?
I'm all right.
Right, cool, bring it on. Where my feet at? Okay. Yeah. How your knees doing?
So they hanging in there some kind of way. Yeah.
When you walk weird.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. It's okay. Yeah.
But that's hold on. Why?
What do you say?
I had to turn. Wide turn. I had to make a wide turn. So yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. I'm like a half a block from the house. I had to go to Home Depot and get my outlet for my plug-in because I bought the wrong one, so I had to take it back.
Do any of y'all laugh like that? I mean, I've never really heard any. I mean, y'all put laughing emojis in the chat all the time, and I appreciate that. But do any of y'all actually laugh like that? Like, if I told you a joke in person, would you laugh like, The Black Girl Experience, Natasha Razor Glam, Dion's Breaks. Do y'all laugh like that? I'm asking because everybody do their own thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't. I mean, it ain't how I laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't laugh. I don't laugh. No, Nell Soul said not like a goat. Okay, all right. I just didn't know. Okay. Tanya B, what did I miss? Tell me what I missed, Tanya B. You got to be specific. More than likely, I did. Okay. Tanya B said, "Native, did you miss it? Did I miss what? What am I missing? Because so far I've heard that he's okay, and that there is, there was a laugh. That's what I heard. Okay. Um, I'm just saying. I mean, that's what I heard, Tanya B. So if I missed anything so far, please let me know where I need to go back. Because so far we are less than a minute into the call. I mean, I'm just trying to see what I missed. I heard that. Okay. All right. That's what I heard. So Bevy C said that is definitely not a genuine laugh. It's definitely not a laugh that no, it's not. It's that, and I think that's the part that irritates me more than the sound itself. It's the idea that she's doing it because she thinks it sounds like whatever, I don't know. I don't know. But Tanya B, tell me what I missed. Did I miss something? Oh, hold on. Go up to my other comment. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Chi-Town Libra Mo, don't you start. Don't you start, Chi-Town Libra Mo. Chi-Town Libra Mo said, I'm definitely going to start laughing like that. Now, don't you start. You going to annoy the hell out of everybody. Okay? All right? Them folks said no because I'm not a farm animal. I can't laugh like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Natasha Razor Glam said, we don't laugh like that because we are not goats. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Sometimes I miss the comments. Tanya B says, Sonya said, bring it on. To me, that's acknowledgement of the new indictment. But she said it at the beginning, though? Where did she say it at? Has she already said it, Tanya B? Is that what you're saying? That she's already said it? Dr. Charles says, she said, bring it like they're getting ready to fight. Okay. She asked him, how are you? He's good. She said, right, bring it on. Acknowledge. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me go back. Because this is a dumb thing to say if that is the case. I mean, these people have, I don't know. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's start over, y'all.
Are they hanging in there some kind of way? Yeah.
Why do you walk here?
Yeah, I know it. I know it. It's okay.
Yeah. Hold on.
Wait, what? Did she say it? I'm having a hard time understanding what the hell she's even saying, y'all. Hold on.
Where must be that? Okay. Yeah. How your knees doing?
Are they hanging in there some kind of way?
How your knees doing? They gonna fight with their knees? He gonna get on his knees to fight? That's probably the way he fights right now in jail, but I'm just saying. Hold on.
I'm all right.
All right, cool. Bring it on.
I'm all right. Bring it on. Okay. All right. I'm gonna need some more, y'all. I'm gonna need some more because she talk, y'all. She talk a lot. Why all of a sudden ain't nobody talking on this call? She talks a lot. I'm gonna need some more. I hear it now. Okay, I hear it, and I didn't hear it before. I'm gonna need some more, y'all. I just am. I just am. Hey, Miss CJ Harmony. Hey, old man Johnson's Farm. How are you? So glad that you are here. Your friendly neighborhood cupcakes. Thank you so much for being here as well. Yeah, let's listen, y'all. Let's listen.
I must do that. Okay. Yeah. How your knees doing?
So they hanging in there some kind of way.
Y'all, this man just got indicted for charges that could end him. He could end up in prison for life. And her only thing she said was "bring it on." I mean, I don't know, y'all. Let's listen.
Yeah.
Why you walk here?
Yeah, I know it. I know it. It's okay. Yeah.
But you got the hold on. Why?
What do you say?
I had to turn.
So, Ms. Lady, I'm kind of with you on this, right? Well, hell, that's why I missed it. She just blurted out the phrase with no lead up. I don't, y'all, we have been listening to these calls for the longest. She has never not talked about something, even the stuff she's not supposed to talk about. And all we got was we'll bring it on. Okay, I'm gonna listen for more because I need more. I do. Them folks said because she's an absolute clown. Hold on. Donna Michidarian says, Native, she called the lawyer. What you want her to do? Hire one, turn them all around. Yes, I do, Donna Michidarian. I see Donna Michidarian, she has never just quietly mentioned something like bring it on. I mean, and then she's normally like, this is what happened to Diddy. This is what happened to this person. And see, and this, and then the women lie. And la 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 la. La 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 la. Women lie, and it's a lie, and it's all a lie. She ain't do none of that. And all I'm saying is like based on what she normally does. You see what I'm saying? Like that's what I got to go by. So that's all. That's all. And again, Mary Willis, what's so funny? You got 4 indictments of otomy, grape, the essay, all these things, and they're laughing about it. I mean, it just seems off. It sounds off. One Pepsi. Yes, she does sound clown. She really, really, really sounds clown tonight. I mean, for real. I don't know. Let me see. Ms. B and 3. Okay, it says PCFP dropped the 2 pages of text and Chicken Hawk told Nasty about the indictment. Okay. Ms. Farmer said it doesn't add up. I just based on what we know, I'm not saying y'all are wrong. What I'm saying is that based on what we know about her and the way she reacts and the way he reacts, it doesn't line up with 4 potentially life-ending sentences or life-ending charges. These indictments, they're super, 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 super serious. I don't know. I'm just saying. Like I said, I'm not saying y'all are wrong. I'm just saying that it's just it doesn't. It's not in line with the way that these 2 normally act. These 2 children, they act like children with everything. So I'm just saying. Bevy C says, I think a lot of us miss that mush mouth. Probably so. Probably so. Lady Janice says, Native, you going back to that Billy Goat laugh over and over is driving me crazy. I got maybe one more Billy Goat laugh at me. Look, Lady Janice, that's how the heifer laugh. That's her. Okay. That's her. I'm just going by what I hear. Okay. Ms. Feinman says only because they are always having 2 conversations, it makes it so difficult to understand them. It does. It truly, truly does. Dem folks says she would normally be unhinged in telling stories about some friend or friend's cousin or some made up news story. That's what I'm saying, them folks. That's the way. Never heard Sonya Wilder, Durham Jackson III be subtle about anything. So I'm just saying, like, we're gonna get through it though. But I'm just, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Ms. Lady said, how she really think we're the stupid ones, but that's why she's friends with infamous Sylvia. Infamous Sylvia feeds into her insecurities, telling her we're wrong. It's us, although we call her out. Right. Exactly. I'm with you. BN says Native, she was focused solely on herself this day because of her Barbie camper. BN, she was. Okay. All right. I mean, I guess. Boys Nana is in the house. Says hello, Native and Tribe. Hello. Ms. Lady said 4 counts, capital felonies are not taken serious if they know at this point. I know. But Ms. Lady, they say that he knew and some kind of way was holding it in. I don't know. Let's listen.
Wide turn. I had to make a wide turn. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm like a half a block from the house. I had to go to Home Depot and get my outlet for my plug-in because I bought the wrong one, so I had to take it back. Hold on, stupid. Don't come out here. Yeah. I gotta start a computer.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see. Oh. Trying to go into this driveway without hitting this hole. And this fire hydrant. Look, and this fire hydrant. Okay. And my car. I'm in the driveway. What time is it? 9:30? Yeah, I had to come in early to bring this stuff so we could finish. But my thing kept cutting off. I gotta take this in.
So she said, what time is it? 8:30, 9 o'clock. Now, y'all are saying the text came out at 5. She's saying it's 8:30/9 o'clock. I don't know if that's AM or PM. She says she had to come somewhere early. So my thought was that this is 8:30 in the morning, y'all. I'm just saying, like, she does say that she had to go somewhere early. And I'm thinking that this is 8:30 in the morning, again, leading me to believe he didn't know about these charges. Hold on, listen.
Okay. And my car. I'm in the driveway. What time is it? 9:30? Yeah, I had to come in early.
She said 9:30. So are y'all thinking that this call is on May 20th at 9:30 at night? I'm just, y'all help me, because I don't know. I'll do it on Mondays in the house. Says hello, Native and everyone. Hello, I'll do it on Monday. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Bian says, I believe he's afraid. I remember when he mentioned the potential of being indicted on a video call, he mentioned the 6 deadly sins and what he'd be facing. He was fearful then. He's definitely afraid, Bian. This stuff is not going his way. Ms. HLS says, oh, I don't think he knew prior to the document dropping. Okay. So what do y'all think about this? It's 9:30 time. Michi 3 says she's already setting it up so she can say she gave them back the record as RV. She is. It's going to be the generator, Michi 3. It's going to be the generator. I'm just saying. Them folks said, right, she got up and rode over to the Home Depot stinking and funky. All the time stinking and funky, right? So, look, Miss Fine One, yeah. Ms. HLS says, I think it's at night, but what do I know? She says she had to be there early, though, Ms. HLS. So I'm thinking, like, just by her sentence, I had to get up early. It's 9:30. I had to get up early to come over here. So at 9:30 at night, though, I mean, I'm just trying to make it make sense, y'all. That's all. Yes, Donna Michidarian. She said, I'm going to play it again. This is why I thought this is why I'm saying what I'm saying, y'all. She's saying 9:30. I don't think this is 9:30 at night on the 20th. This is the whole thing. This is the context that I'm going on. This is what I'm basing it on, y'all. Listen, because I heard this part and I was like, well, this can't be at night, right?
And it's fire hydrant. Look, and it's fire hydrant. Okay. And my car. I'm in the driveway. What time is it? 9:30? Yeah, I had to come in early to bring this stuff so we could finish.
She said, what time is it? 9:30? Yeah, I had to come in early to bring this stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like, even for Sonya, who sleeps until 3 in the afternoon, 9:30 at night is not early for her, right? So in context of what she was saying, it's 9:30 in the morning. And I'm just trying to understand, if it's 9:30 in the morning, text dropped at 5 in the afternoon, when did he find out about these charges? And how could he know about them this early? I'm not saying he can't know about them at 9:30 in the morning. I'm just saying, it didn't seem likely to me based on what she just said as far as the time was concerned. That's what I was saying. Okay, hold on. London Pretty New York City Girl said it is at night. They discuss this later on in the call. Okay. All right. Okay. Them folks said I think it's in the morning. Okay. All right. Well, we gonna figure it out, y'all. Tam said, "Hey, Native and Tribe. Hello. How are you?" The Black Girl Experience says she didn't know about the warranty. She didn't know about the generator. She got wires hanging. She said she had to take it back or something was wrong. Just all kind of stuff. She definitely set it up. Oh, it's going to be the generator. The Black Girl Experience. From everything I heard her say in this call, it's definitely going to be the generator. Okay, so here we go. Obsessed with the Mess, thank you so much, says she texted him on the 20th at 7:32 p.m. telling him he was indicted. Okay, so if what you're saying is accurate, Obsessed with the Mess, then at this point, if it is 9:30 in the morning, he does not know. Am I on track with that? Based on what you're saying, she texted him on the 20th at 7:32. If it is 9:30, according to her, and this what she just said, he doesn't know. I'm just y'all now. If there's more to come in this call that says that what I just said is absolutely nonsense, then I'm good with it. But I just want to make sure that if what you're saying, Obsessed with the Mess, is right at this moment, if it's 9:30 in the morning, he doesn't know. Pink Pearl says she had to get home early. Okay. All right. Hey, Toria GB1, how are you? Hope you are doing well. BN said he's used to just getting out with just giving an attorney money. His grace has run out. It's time to pay the piper. Nesto has lived in a reckless life at others' expense. He sure has. Shirley's divorce finally said, where's she taking the RV to? Didn't she get it in Atlanta? She said she was going to Home Depot because remember, she needs the inverter. So she was going to Home Depot to get the inverter, I believe, if I'm not mistaken about that part. Okay. V the one says the camper will be gone by August. I'm saying by next month. I'm not even giving her August, right? Kimmy K said, I think it's at night also. But what are y'all basing that on though? Because she's saying I had to get here early. Even if she said I had to get home early, 9:30 isn't early no matter what. The only early 9:30 early would be morning. I'm just asking. What, Kimmy K, why do you think it's at night? I'm just asking. Dr. Charles said he did ask her if he was charged with the 4 felonies or 5. She said she told him 4, so he didn't know about it. He just didn't know how many. Okay. All right. Ms. Lady said, Hoover is late. We see Docs before he does. Right. See, Michi 3 got to be in the morning because she went to Home Depot. That's what I'm saying. She's going to the store. Home Depot closes at like 9, I believe, or so, and that wouldn't be early. I'm just saying. We gonna. Donna Michi Darian says, okay, you're right, but this is really a strange call. It is. Both of these calls are strange. The way that they happen. I'm interested in May 21st. Right? I appreciate Shay for I don't know how the hell Shay did this, but I appreciate the fact that she put these calls out. But I'm more interested in May 21st to see what they're actually saying. Because we're gonna listen. And again, we gonna listen. Obsessed with the message. Nada, read my previous message. Okay, I will. The Black Girl Experience says, I do think it's nighttime because there's a second call, and that's the morning, because she says, call me in the morning at the end of this call. Yeah, but he don't always do that, though, the Black Girl Experience. I wish Shay would have included the time. Sometimes she'll do that, and I wish this would have been one of those times when we had the calls, but sometimes he doesn't call her in the morning. He will just call whenever the hell he can because, well, the Black Girl Experience, he ain't at home. He got to use the phone whenever the hell he can. So I don't know. Y'all are really giving me some good stuff. Kimmy Case, I think he already knew because his mood is off. I think his mood is off because she want to talk about this. He's tired of talking about this damn RV. I really think so. Okay. All right. So Obsessed with the Messes told me that he doesn't know. Y'all are telling me he does. Let's just listen. This is good stuff. Let's listen.
Thing kept coming up. I gotta take this in. I had to call a dealership today.
Your what kept coming up?
No, because I told you, my generator.
Oh,
He
she
acted
acted up.
stupid. Yeah, I'm like, how is this a brand new vehicle and general? It could be just a line, something in the line. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I want to see the inspection sheet. They're about we think we threw it away because easy. I'm like, nah, I just bought the thing not even 10 days ago. So y'all throwing stuff away?
Wow.
Yeah, because that was one of the things they was like when I bought the warranty. The warranty was like $4,000, right? But they were saying, well, you want to get it now so you don't have to get it. Because if you wait, because I was like, I'll get the warranty in 2 months. Because I was, you spend a lot of money, right? So I was just like, I can get it in 2 months, whatever. But they were like, well, then you have to get an inspection, and that's $1,000. So what you're saying is the vehicle has been inspected by you saying it, right? So that's why I was like, I need to see the inspection. And they sitting there trying to find, well, I don't think we got it. You can't trust people for shit. What you do for dinner? Same old plot?
No, today I eat bread today, bread and water today.
So do you say, do they give y'all jelly ever or just butter or something?
They give a jelly. Yeah, I just saved that.
So do you make like jelly sandwiches?
Yeah.
That's what I used to do. I used to just eat the jelly and the bread. But I wasn't in county, oh my God. I wasn't in county like you was in county. I was only in county for like 3 days.
Yeah.
And I had them ship me right the hell out of there. My uncle was a corporal for the county. And I was like, get me on the first thing out of here. He was like, all right. Because nobody want to be in fucking county. That shit is crazy. That shit is like, what's so crazy about it? It's inhumane. And they always try to say, no, but half the people in there are fucking innocent. So why would you have innocent, even if you're guilty, you shouldn't be in inhumane conditions. Like, that's dumb. They don't even put dogs that bite people in those type of conditions.
Okay.
Yeah. I was watching some sad video of these, in Africa. They had all these black slaves. They were all they looked like they were all covered in baby powder because they were like all dusty looking. And I'm like, what part of Africa is this? And it was black people that enslaved them. It was black people that were beating them and stuff. Yes, this was.
What year was this? Right now?
Now. This is now. This video was now. It wasn't no old video. I saw it today.
I'm sorry. I hate to be that guy. Like, I hate to be that guy that actually paid attention to history and knows history and has understood how slavery worked both in Africa and outside of Africa. And Sonya, I hate to inform you of this, but it was white people that introduced chattel slavery. It was Africans who enslaved people in order to pay off debt. So it was a peonage. It was not chattel slavery. Which is a slavery that's ongoing and never ending. So oftentimes, Republicans like Candace Owens have a tendency to also misrepresent that fact as well. So, Sonya, I just wanted to bring that to you. All right. You want to talk about the signs of a deranged woman? Let me give you a sign of a deranged woman. One of the signs of a deranged woman is that she believes anything that anybody tells her. Okay. So you are one of those people that buys into the narrative of black people also having slaves, which they did, but it was under a different type of slavery. So I just wanted to clear that up. All right. Like I said, hate to be that guy. Hate to be that guy that likes to fact check. Okay. Hate to be that guy that likes to get facts together and actually, have them represented correctly. So, Sonya, you're wrong. Okay. All right. We don't know what the hell you're talking about. Nobody knows the tribe or nobody, because you don't say anything in complete sentences. So there's that part too. Okay. So I just wanted to, Jesus Christ, just wanted to get that out there because, them folks that have, where does she get her stats? She gets them from madeupmonkeyshit.com. Okay. Madeupmonkeyshit.com, where anything that you say out your mouth is just facts. So, yes, absolutely. Jet Black Straight said her voice is so annoying. It absolutely is. And it absolutely is. Yes. Michi 3 said, not why is she lying? They never ship inmates off in a couple of days because that's all she knows, Michi 3. That's all she knows, okay? That's all she knows. Kimmy K said Nesto Mine is on something else. That's why I say he knew. Okay, Kimmy K. Now look, y'all told me look at the text, right? So Kimmy K, what I need is some justification on at 7:55 on April 20th. She said they indicted on the grape. Wonder how the grand jury meeting went. Lies. Okay. While we was listening, I did get the text. So he replied back. Hold on. He replied back at 7:36. Why does he say, yes, I'm meditating deeper than ever? It's 11:59. And I'm praying for these negative hellhounds to bow down to the will of God, lowercase g, with the truth. And I've been strengthening my trumpet for St. Peter. What? As my lawyer, so he can hear me when it's time to open the gates of freedom where the Holy Spirit will speak. Oh my God, this dude oh my God. I haven't read, y'all know we ain't read the text in a while. So I ain't did this in a minute. Hold on, y'all. At the end of the day, I only have to answer to my boss as my Lord and Savior. I've already made my peace with him. A lot of people don't get that chance at a split second on their last breath on this earth. That's why I be on you so hard to take full advantage of your freedom and your wonderful second chance of life. I witnessed you on your deathbed. God gave you another breath of fresh air. You are my hero, 92 pound of soaking wet, pure steel. He called her in this text a 92 pound of soaking wet, pure steel. Hey, Siri Colette. Does that make sense to y'all? Does that make sense to y'all? Yeah, if y'all want to go over these texts, we can go over these texts. Because this don't make no sense. Then he says, don't you hear the hellhounds? They have been barking for 3 years. LOL, they're all in your DM. LOL. Ain't nobody in her DM. Sonya then says, I love you. Lies never add up. Character witnesses are important. Do not be intimidated by the bullshit. Okay. And then wait, and he says, okay. And then he says, so when? And so then she says at 8:44 p.m., today I heard you were indicted. No worries. The truth is everything. So I'm just curious. On this day, so on this day, the texts start at 6:44 a.m. And let me see. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what the texts are. Yes, your friend. Yes, soaking wet steel, 92 pounds. Yes, yes, yes. Jet Black Straight. I'm not making this shit up. I'm not making this shit up. Hey, Denise Marie, thank you for being here. Okay, so y'all want to read the text? Because y'all are saying y'all want to read the text. Y'all want to read the text? I'm in confusement too. I am in confusement too. I'm lost too, Mary Willis. Okay. Dimples 1 plus 504 said Nestor always felt like he knows something, just like he's never received paperwork from his lawyer. He knew. Okay. Okay, y'all want to do the text. Okay, all right, cool. Dr. Charles says she is such a disgusting human being. I go from strong dislike for her to pity her. She really makes me exhausted. Dr. Charles, I stay at dislike. Okay. I appreciate you wavering and going from dislike to pity. When I think about the way that she talks about victims of SA, victims of grape, and when I think about the way that she talks about them and how they should know better and how they, holds them responsible for what their victimizer has done, I never managed to get off of dislike. And look, and if you are able to do that, then I'm proud of you because I can't do it. I just can't Do it. Bevy C says, Native, you got to stop trying to make sense of this madness. I'm not trying to make sense of the madness, Bevy C. At this point, I'm trying to make sense of the timeline. Okay. So let's look at Melanie Monroe says, what he be talking about? I don't know. Melanie Monroe, what is 92 pounds of soaking wet steel? You can't soak steel. Y'all see what I'm saying? This man is stupid. Miss Farmer says he said he made peace with God in those texts. It's like he's given up already. He did it. Miss Fine, when he should have been made peace in 2022, June, when he went to jail, he should have made peace. Y'all want these texts? We finna do these texts. Hold on. Let me change this out. Hold on. Y'all gonna see my face for a few seconds before I get this up real quick. Let me see. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. Let me see. This is it. Okay, y'all. Let me see. Okay. All righty. Let me see. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so let's go. I don't have my friend Villanor with me, so y'all have to excuse the really not good Sonya impression. Okay, all right, but I'm gonna try. All right, because my friend Villanor does Sonya way better than me. Okay, all right. Juna Wallace says, no, Native. He was saying she is 92 pounds soaking wet. It's an old adage. I've heard it, Juna Wallace. It's not that I don't know what he was trying to say. I'm telling you what is here on the page, right? Like I get it. He tries to say a lot of things, right? But that's not what he says in the text. Juna Wallace, let me explain. I believe when you get to a certain age, people should not have to try to explain what you're saying. Nesto is 60 years old. This man should be able to say what he mean to say. That man put on the page that she 92 pounds soaking steel. Okay? That's what he said. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I mean, I get what he probably meant, but damn it, man. When you get 60, you shouldn't need a damn translator. That's all I'm saying. Okay? I mean, that's all. That's all. Hey, let's talk about it all says, do they understand what it indicted mean? No, they don't. They don't understand what a lot of things mean. Okay? All right? They don't. Sonny's ice cream truck say he's 60 ball. Juna Wallace said, okay, I was like, no, he just don't. He is. He is. Okay. All right, here we go. We're gonna go through these texts. Okay, Juna Wallace, we're gonna go through these texts. Sonny's ice cream truck and Miss Fine One. I'm not struggling. I'm just confused as what the hell is happening right now. Okay. I'm gonna make it. All right. I'm gonna make it. All right. Shot-town Lee Ramos, I was finna say that 60 ball. He's 60. He is 60 years old. This man should be able to talk better than this. That's all I'm saying. All right, so here we go. Okay, this is and y'all, this is without a warm-up, okay? So we have on May 20th. All right. On May 20th, it starts with Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III. She says, good morning, love. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Let me I'm doing Nesto. All right. Good morning, love. Smiley face. Good morning, my love. Freedom is coming soon. God's willing. I believe that I miss you. Now, Juna Wallace. Okay, now listen. See? Juna Wallace, where you at? Juna Wallace, this is the shit I'm talking about, Juna Wallace. Good morning, my love. Freedom is coming soon. God's willing. Believe that I miss you. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? We done already started. Michi 3, I know this is the material that we have to work with, okay? This is the material that we have to work with. Sonya's missing inverter. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Here we go. Jonah Wallace, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to call you out. I'm just trying to give you an example of how what we got to work with over here. Okay, this is the shit. Okay, let me say it again. This is what he said. Good morning, my love. Freedom is coming soon. God's willing. I believe that I miss you. Sad face, a lot. Sad face, you a good day, okay? Love you. This is what he wrote. This is what he wrote and sent in a text message, okay? Just saying. All right. Anyway. Yes, it is. Someone from the New York Times is doing an investigation of Fulton and reached out. Because of the government signing the bill, Trump and YSL, your case came up as well. Smiley face. They were interested in why your case is 3 years in and unindicted charges. Well, that's going to change real soon, okay? Other things as well. DOJ was also looking into practices of cases. Too many complaints, people speaking up and not just accepting the unfair treatment. And then he didn't understand none of that shit, so he went to sleep. And then at 3:14, hey, handsome man, great day it is. Smiley face, missing you. You see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? Miss Lady, I'm doing the best I can, okay? I wasn't planning on reading no text tonight, okay? I'm just saying, I was not planning on reading this tonight, okay? I didn't even know these texts were there, okay? All right, okay, here we go. The day is going okay. I'm starting my 21-day fast today. Just staying quiet out the way, asking God, lowercase g, to show me what he has for me. And the info you sent me earlier, kicking it off. I can't forget who I am, a grateful man. For a minute, I allowed myself to think otherwise because of the hole I've been in. I was just looking at the new pope and it hit me all of a sudden. And it took me back to the streets when I could see homeless men holding up signs saying Jesus is coming soon. And everybody is passing by. No one is listening. But when you see well-organized operations with wealth, everybody listens. My job is to stay humble. Continue praising him is a lot he needs to show me in these 21 days unanswered questions. You see what I'm saying? Like, none of this shit makes sense. That I won't even hate struggle to get. I'm a true innocent. Wait, hold on, y'all. I'm out of practice, okay? I ain't did this shit over here, Tanya be here, okay? I ain't did. Tanya be here. I ain't did this in a minute, okay? Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. Y'all, I gotta concentrate. Let me get into my nest though. Me. Them folk. That part. Okay. Thank you. Bingo. I gotta get into Nesto. Okay, let me get into Nesto. Okay, all right, here we go. All right. My job is to stay humble. Continue praising him is a lot he needs to show me in these 21 days unanswered questions that I won't even have struggle to get. I'm a true innocent man with uncommon favor. I love you with abundance. I hope you're enjoying your day and you work out. Keep your ring glasses on so you won't get the cross feet on your eye. What? I hope you're enjoying your day and you work out. Keep your ring glasses on so you won't get the cross feet on your eyes. Now, listen, y'all. Okay. I know he meant crow's feet. Okay. Before you jump in here, because I know you're on your keyboard right now. Talking about crow's feet. See, Justin's mom, he meant but he wrote cross feet. It's one letter, my tie. It's one letter. All he had to do was not put two S's and put a W in, and it would have been right. Okay. Look, Marilyn Monroe, I believe you. She is lying. Okay. She's lying. Marilyn Monroe says she's a liar. Nobody has reached out to her about any case anywhere. I know. But look, Marilyn Monroe, what you think about them cross feet? Huh? What you think about them cross feet, Miss CJ Harmony? Okay. Here we go. On to Sonya. I can't believe y'all got me doing this shit, okay? I can't believe this. Look, okay. All right. Our friends over at Phone Calls from Prison, Shay and her husband, have reached out into the chat. Everybody, put some yellow hearts in the chat for our friends at Phone Calls from Prison. They work so hard. Yes, they do. Shay, you sounded a little exasperated when you said, look, I got 2 calls from yesterday. Shay said, we got some calls, y'all. Shay has answered the question for us, okay? Shay from Phone Calls from Prison, thank you so much for everything that you do, y'all. She says, hey, Native and Tribe, those 2 calls from May 20th were made at 9:20 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. Okay, so we got 9:20 and 10:30 that the calls were made. She discussed this with him at 7:32 is when this text came in. Okay. Thank you, Phone Calls from Prison, for coming through and clearing that up. Y'all, like Phone Calls from Prison is like Candyman, okay? If you say Phone Calls from Prison 3 times, she will show up. Okay? Shay will show up if you just say Phone Calls from Prison 3 times. Okay? So if you go, you don't even have to be in the mirror. You don't have to be in the mirror. All you have to do is be on YouTube. If you're on YouTube and you say Phone Calls from Prison 3 times, Shay will show up. She just will. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. But apparently we said it the right amount of times. And Shay did show up. Thank you for clearing that up, Shay. That answers everybody's question. Okay? That answers everybody's question. Okay. All right. So now we got that answer. Hey, Sanders RN, welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you coming through. Okay. All right. Well, we got clarity, y'all. We got clarity. All right. So now we know who knew what when. Okay. So let's get into some more of these texts. Okay. I really miss my my friend V Lenore right now because she handles all these Sonya parts. But okay. Here we go. We don't want cross feet on our eyes. Okay. We don't want cross feet. Hey, Bougie Bay, how are you? Hope you are doing well. Let's see. So Sonya says, okay, but we are growing old and I will look it soon. We were good looking when young and better. Oh, smiley face. Not mad at all. I do keep them on my head most times. Legs sore. The gym is working me out. So are you meditating on this fast? I'm working on making sure court goes well, hoping for no lies. Would be a joke. Since your cases are built on lies. Now saying the ex knew nothing but sent all the info crazy. Keep praying in the faith and that the truth will be revealed because it will. She's exhausting, y'all. Even reading her words is exhausting. Like listening to her words is exhausting, right? But reading her words is exhausting. West Coast V, where are you? They indicted on the grape. Wonder how that grand jury meeting went. Lies. Now that was at 7:32 p.m. These calls were at 9 something. So yeah, okay. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Here we go. Yes, I'm meditating deeper than ever. It's 11:59. And I am praying for these negative hellhounds to bow down to the will of God, lowercase g, with the truth. And I've been strengthening my trumpet for St. Peter as my lawyer so he can hear me when it's time to open the gates of freedom where the Holy Spirit will speak through him with the true gospel. At the end of the day, I only have to answer to my boss as my Lord, lowercase l, and Savior, lowercase s. I've already made my peace with him. A lot of the people don't get that chance at a split second on the last breath of this earth. That's why I be on you so hard to take full advantage of your freedom and your wonderful second chance of life. I've witnessed you on your deathbed. God, lowercase g, gave you another breath of fresh air. You are my hero, 92 pound of soaking wet, pure steel. LOL. Now again. What the hell is 92 pounds of soaking wet steel? Yes, she's 92 pounds soaking wet, but where the fuck does the steel come in, y'all? Help me. Sweet peas, I can't stop, won't stop. Sweet peasy, I can't stop, won't stop. All right? Shit is exhausting, y'all. I listen, and I had no idea that this is what we was doing tonight. I had no idea. Okay, all right. So I'm out of practice. Okay, I'm out of practice. Okay. Thank you, Juna Wallace. See what I'm saying? See, Juna Wallace. This is what I was trying to explain to you earlier. Okay. Miss Fine says he said he won't go to prison for no grape charge. Sounds suicide. I mean, he said he wasn't going to jail for nothing he didn't do. Okay. He didn't say I'm not going to jail. He said I'm not going to jail for nothing I didn't do. See, me, the way Native would have phrased that, Native would have been like, I ain't going to jail, period, because I ain't do nothing. He said I'm not going to jail for nothing I didn't do, which means that's not the way an innocent person speaks, right? An innocent person doesn't talk like this. This is the way a guilty person who has been caught speaks. I'm just saying there's a huge difference. Jet Black Straight said, man, this shit is pure comedy. It is. And I ain't did nothing. I ain't did nothing. Okay. Not nothing at all. Sweet Peasy said he was probably voice texting. According to Villanova, there is no voice texting, Sweet Peasy. This is just how this man talk. This just how, just look, this is how he talk. Say J say St. Peter is only on that earth, on that deathbed. Nelson, stop speaking things like that. There's power in the tongue, like Buddha. Eddie Murphy Clump said there's power in the tongue, gold. There's power in the tongue, gold mouth. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. Look, Ms. Lady, thank you so much for the super chat. Ms. Lady said you're doing the damn thing, Native. Look, Ms. Lady, I'm trying. Okay, I'm under pressure. All right, to get this right. Okay, because we already had Shay come in and clear us up on the time frames. I am so grateful that she came in to do that, because now we understand when everything took place. Okay, we don't have to guess on that. We got it now. So we good, Miss Lady. But thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. Boys Nana said guilty and trying to convince everyone he's innocent. Right. If I didn't do something, right? If I'm innocent of a thing, I didn't do it, right? I'm not going to be telling you I'm not going to prison for something I didn't do. So you're saying you're going to prison for things that you did do. You're saying that you did do something, but you didn't do all the things. That's what it sounds like to me. I'm just saying. One Pepsi said that's how he spells as well. Oh, I know. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Nola Brown, I'm trying. I'm doing my best. Okay. I'm doing my best. Okay. I am. Natasha Razor Glam said, I missed it. What time did it take place? So Natasha Razor Glam, according to phone calls from prison, the phone calls that we started with came in at 9:30 at night. So it was 9:30 p.m., not the a.m. So it was at night. So according to what we're lining up now that we know that, we're saying that the call, the text where she says that he was indicted, as you can see here, says 7:32 p.m. So the calls happened after these texts that I'm reading happened. So that's where we are, Natasha Razor Glam. That is where we are. Okay. Okay. Ms. Lady said he's going to ride that I'm innocent. They're lying to the end. Yeah. Look, Ms. Lady, to the bat ball end. Right? That's what he said. To the bat ball end. That's how that worked. Okay. All right. Okay, y'all. Here we go. Let's read some more. Okay. Ernesto then says to Sonya, don't you hear the hellhound? They've been barking for 3 years. LOL. They all in your DM. LOL. Exclamation point. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Sonya Waller Durham responds, I love you. Lies never add up. Character witnesses are important. Do not be intimidated by the bullshit shit. And Ernesto says, okay. Then Ernesto says, so when? And then Sonya says, today. I heard you were indicted. No worries. The truth is everything. At 8:44. Okay. Then Sonya says, call me if you want. And then this thirsty ass heifer says, call me now. I need help. So we went from 9:03 to 10:23. All right. An hour and 20 minutes later, she needs help. She needs help. Okay. Then at 1:37, after he walks her through this long ass tutorial about the fucking generator, right? Now turn on the show power. Now make sure that the show power on, because if the show power on, then everything should be all right. Now it should be a red light and a green light, and then a blue light, and then look over and see the red light. Now when you see the red light, make sure that you go ahead and hook the thing up, because that means that there's air in the hole. Now you don't want no air in the hole, because if there's air in the hole, then you're gonna. Okay, so I need to. Yeah, well, what you need to do. What you need to do is need to take it back up there and hook it back up. That would need to happen. Now, I don't know about what's going on over there with the red light, but you need to make sure that the red light on so that the blue light can come on. And then if the green light come on, then you know that the blue light don't need to be on. And then the red light come on and then move the thing over to the side and move it over to the top. Okay, so you're saying that the yellow light, no, ain't no yellow light. Ain't no yellow light. Now, you ain't listening to what I'm saying. You need to listen to me. You need to listen to me. I'm trying to tell you what needs to happen with the red light. With the red light and the green light. That's what the fuck all that shit was, okay? So then Sonya Waller Durham Jackson says, thank you, babe. I appreciate you. Rough beginning. It will be smooth. I'm hungry with no snacks, LOL. Good night, love. Now we got text from the 21st, okay? Good morning, my love. My freedom is coming soon. God's capital G willing. You have a good day. No worries. Good morning, babe. No worries. Then Ernesto says, call him so we'll come meet today. Thank you. Smiley face. Okay. So again, I ain't really trying, Gabby Gal. All right. I ain't trying to be the grammar police, okay? But Gabby girl, this is what I got right here on the screens. Okay? All right, Del Sol. Talks with TK. This is what's on the screen right now, okay? What's on the screen right now is call him so we'll come meet today. That's what it say. All right? That is what it damn say. A 60-year-old wrote this. Sleepy Libra. Sleepy Libra, Brandy, Southern Girl. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just trying to let you know, Brandy Southern Girl, that this sentence right here, your friendly neighborhood cupcakes, this right here, okay, my tie? The sentence that's on your screen right now is, in case you can't see it, call him so we'll come meet today. Thank you. That's what he says. All right? 60-year-old wrote this, your friendly neighborhood cupcakes. Not a 6-year-old, not even a 16-year-old. A 60-year-old man wrote, call him so we'll come meet today. Huh? What y'all got now? What y'all got for this shit now, huh? Sweet Peasy, I appreciate you with the super chat or the super sticker. Thank you so much. Sweet Peasy, I'm trying to get through this, okay? I'm trying to listen. Look, when I woke up this morning, I had no idea I was going to be reading God doggone Nesto chat, okay? No clue. But this is where we are, okay? So thank you for the super chat, okay? Juna Wallace says, do we know if he graduated high school? Juna Wallace. Okay, hold on, Juna Wallace. Hold on. Let me read this one more time, and then we're gonna come up with an educated guess, okay? He said, Call him. So will come me today. He put a space, an exclamation point, and then said, thank you, and put a smiley face. Now, Juna Wallace, now me and you, very educated people, right? We know some things, Juna Wallace. And I know you know some things. I'm looking at your doggone your avatar here, okay? I like it. Okay. Now, Juna Wallace, do that sound like a graduate of anything? I'm just saying, Juna Wallace, we can gather information. We're information gatherers over here at the Native Tribe, okay? So, Juna Wallace, I just want to ask you, does that sound like he graduated from anything? I'm just you let me know. You let me know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. One Pepsi says Native Tribe Urban Media, you have to see the parole hearings in Angola. When they talk, they sound just like Nesto. It's priceless. I will definitely look into that, One Pepsi. I really, really will. Ms. Feinman says he asked her to call his attorney to come see him. She didn't even address him, so Nesto can't call his attorney himself. I don't know what Nesto can do by himself. I'm just saying. It's just, I don't know. I have a hard time understanding what Nesto can and can't do. It's fine when I really, really do. Sonya's ice cream truck says my brain about to explode. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Mm-hmm. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Justin's mom, thank you. Justin's mom said he went to Job Co. He went to Job Co. We do know that he was very loud and proud. That nigga said college. Sonya said, I'm gonna take y'all back. I'm gonna take y'all back, okay? Sonya said, did you go to college? He said, college? College? I ain't went to no motherfucking college. I went to Job Co. He said, I went to, hold on. What did he say, Justin's mom? He didn't say Job Corps, right? He said, I went to Job Co. That's what he said. That's what he said. I'm just saying. That's what he said. Juna Wallace said, LOL, I'm trying hard to be charitable. Juna Wallace, I threw charity away a long time ago when it came to this ninja, okay? You good people, Juna Wallace, if you try to give this man charity, okay? All right? Because I've been through charity away for him. No. Miss Kim say Job Co. grad. Job Co. You put too many letters in there, Miss Kim. It ain't core. See, that's what you spelled was Job Corps. He said college. I ain't went to no motherfucking college. I went to Job Co. That's what he said, Miss Kim. So Job Co is JOBCO. Okay, that's where he went. All right, Ms. Lady, thank you so much for gifting 10 Native Tribe Urban Media memberships. Thank you so much for your generosity, Ms. Lady. I do appreciate that. Thank you. And let's see who got those. It is Aunt Natty. It is Sonya's missing inverter, which is the funniest name. Brandy, Southern Girl, is got a membership. Welcome. And Juna Wallace, Ms. Charitable, has got a membership. Welcome. Juna Wallace. Champions also got a membership. Allegedly in Harmon was gifted a membership. Shannon Latoya was gifted a membership. Lily was gifted a membership. I Am Unique is gifted a membership. Chandra, the fly to fit chick, was also gifted a membership. And all have been gifted by Ms. Lady. Thank you so much. Y'all, we got 10 new members to the tribe. Yes, we do. Awesome, y'all. Y'all know we don't have that many rules around here, right? But one of the rules that we do have is that if you are going to come in and put your feet up, just take your shoes off first. That's all I ask. Thank you all so much for becoming new members. And Ms. Lady, thank you for your generosity. I do appreciate that. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. Okay. So let's Job Co. I went to Job Co. He said college. I ain't went to no motherfucking college. It kind of reminds me of when like he was accused of reading and he was like, motherfuck books. It's like, what? Who says that? I don't know of an educated person that says motherfuck books. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. NPR Nerd 73 says he didn't finish Job Co. He went to be with Edith and the baby. Right. I don't think he finished anything, NPR Nerd. He gonna finish this time in jail. He gonna get this work. But I don't think that he finishes anything. So I think you're right. I do. I do. It is. Justin's mom, it is. The idea of being insulted by higher learning is hilarious to me. It just is. It is. Okay, y'all. Let's get back to these texts. Let's see what we got. All right. Let me see. Good morning, my love. I'm my freedom is coming soon, guys. I can't do this. I cannot do this. Good morning, my love. My freedom is coming soon. God's willing. You have a good day. No worries. And all these god doggone exclamation points. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to the dealership now. Not doing anything today. It's an hour drive. I made an appointment for Friday. Going to check the power source now. Okay, cool, babe. LOL. Love you more today. Smiley face. Love you always. Smiley face. I see you're enjoying your new toy. LOL. Love you, love you, love you. How's your day going? I miss you. Good. At the driveway. Oh my God, that's the end of it. Okay. All right, y'all. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all, it is very, very, very traumatizing reading these. It really is. It really is. Juna Wallace says, Lord, not him motherfucker books. The only thing I can imagine he has against books is he can't read them allegedly. It's not alleged, Juna Wallace. We've heard this man read. Okay, Juna Wallace, we have heard him read his own words. Okay, not even words written by somebody else, published and bound in a book. We're talking about his own words he can't get out. Okay, dear Miss Sisters, I want to let you know that I am innocent man and I need to get my transcript. My lawyer said that I am innocent man and he convinced me that I am innocent man when he took me into a break room and we read on computer. He showed me on computer that I am innocent man and he convinced me and I do not deserve murder bond charge. I have been charged murder bond charge and I don't understand why. Because I did not do anything. I am innocent man. I need my freedom. And if you help me get out, that'd be great. If you cannot help me get out, that'd not be so great. But please help me get out because I am innocent man. That's how he read his own words. That's how he reads his own words. Nola Brown said that's enough of the text. That's all the text messages, okay? We ain't got no more. There are no more, okay? There's no more text messages. It's only those 2 days, okay? Real said he didn't finish Job Code. He went to motherfucking jail. Oh my God. Look, Ms. Lady said being offended by college is a mega move. Sure is. Sure is. Okay. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied, Ms. Lady. Okay. Sonya's ice cream truck says there is a lid for every jar. Follow me for more relationship advice. Sonya's ice cream truck. Thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Them folks says she's actually texting him, I'm at the driveway at this point. They have nothing to talk about. They don't. They don't. They really, really don't. Okay. That's right. Sonya's missing inverter. Be blessed. That's how he ends all the letters. Is be blessed. Yes, Jonah Wallace. Yes, he said, "I'm an instant man. I'm an instant man." Okay, all right. And he was convinced because he's seen it on the pewter, Okay, on the damn pewter. All right. Oh my God. Okay, y'all made me read this Negro's text today, and I'm kind of offended. Okay, all right. Good Judy said I had to hold on to the treadmill with that job coded jail. Good Judy, don't work out when you're doing the Native Tribe show, okay? Like I'm not good background. You gonna get distracted, okay? I'm not good for the background. I'm not. I'm not. Thank you, Ms. HLS. It is instant man. I'm an instant man. Okay. I'm an instant man. To skip all the other syllables in that word, I am an instant man. Okay. Okay. Now, all right. Now here's what I believe. Okay. Here's what I believe. We have been out here for an hour and a half, right? I don't think that we have a use for that call that we were about to listen to. Y'all let me know, because I think that we got, because look, we figured out what we needed to figure out, right? And the rest of the other call is just him walking him through the inverter or the generator and all the lights and what all the lights mean. I don't think there's anything else there. I think we should go on to the next call. Okay. I think Sonya's ice cream truck. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, imagine calling a driveway home. Right. Imagine that. I'm just saying. Okay. Now, okay, let me go back here. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the other call. All right. We're going to go back to the other call because there ain't no use in us staying on that. Because we got this one. We got everything we needed extracted out of this call through the text. Okay. We know when everything was. We had a spirited little debate about what was happening when. We figured that all out. That was good. So now let me get myself together again. I was not expecting to take all these sudden turns in this live tonight. I really wasn't. Y'all keeping me on my feet. I appreciate that. I do. I really do. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to your reputation is fraud and money crimes. These people are so stupid. These people are so stupid. Oh my God. Okay, so now let's do this. Hold on. All right, let me get this put together real quick. Hit the like button if you all have not hit the like button. Share this live if you all have not shared this live. Tell your friends to come over to the Native. Tell your friends to come over to the Native Tribe show. Tell your friends about Native Tribe if they don't know about Native Tribe, and I will be forever grateful. I will. Let me get this shared. Let me see. I'm gonna do this. All right, and then I'm going to stop sharing that, and then I'm gonna start sharing this. Hold on. All right, here we go. I think this is it. Yep. Now this call right here from our friends over at Phone Calls from Prison is from June the 7th of 2023. All right. That's where we are with this call. Okay. So here we go. June 7th. Now listen, now here's what's important, y'all. Okay. Now we have been laughing about all of this so far. Okay. We've been laughing at the way this man talks. We've been laughing at Sonya. We've been laughing at a lot of things, but there's something very serious about this call. Okay. Sonya is going to give us the signs of a deranged woman. She says that there are signs of a deranged woman that you should look out for, okay? Now, I myself have a little bit of feedback on that, okay? All right? A little bit of pot calling the kettle black, okay? A little bit of pot calling the kettle black, all right? That's what's going on here, because I don't know how leaving out the apartment that you was living in to go shit in a bag sounds to y'all, but it sounds a little deranged. I'm just saying. It's a little deranged. It's a little crazy, sweet peasy. It's a little crazy to go and say, well, I'm going to go shower at Planet Fitness when you had a whole shower at Sydney's apartment. What the fuck? I'm just saying. Okay? So y'all listen to her describe a deranged woman and how Nesto needs to avoid deranged women, my tie. Okay? All right, let's listen.
The calls in this video are from July 7th and 8th, 2023. July 7th is the day Nesto was charged with SA and other serious charges. He was indicted yesterday on these charges. Take a listen.
Please hold. Hello, this is a prepaid call from an inmate at the Cobb County Adult Detention Facility. To accept this call, press 0. Your current balance is $28.89. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Okay.
Hello.
Drive.
Yeah, she's driving. How are you?
I just saying for nothing. Y'all hear nothing about it because your emails are blocked now, so you can't send that to them. It is your there for that day.
Whose emails are blocked?
Your stuff is not going to them no more.
To that girl no more?
Yeah.
Who blocked my email?
Listen what I'm saying. That was just a email just for that, so you can correspond for that day.
Oh, okay. It was a limited email. Okay. So why? That don't make sense. Oh, you know what? Go ahead. What else?
So right now, so if I go tomorrow, I know it's gonna be Monday because they did this before. I'm gonna waive my appearance. That's all. And then
Why you gonna waive your appearance? And you can't hear what's starting?
No, I can hear you gotta talk to the attorney first, and the attorney will tell you what it is.
You waive your appearance when you get appointed an attorney for the court.
They get it to you. They get it to the first appearance. Anyway. Huh?
They say, honey, you're fluid.
I can't hear nothing you think.
I said your attorney is fluid. Oh, look, I'm trying to take it.
Yeah, but he's not representing me on that. He's not gonna do that.
I know he's not, but do they know that? Or they gonna automatically stick him under here? I gotta look. When I go to the house, I look and see under the pornography charge. He's listed as he did a limited, but I want to see if they still got him under his number here. But that's fine.
They said they're gonna call him and he's gonna say no. Yeah, they already told me that. He already told me what's going on. But he told me why he don't take that. He told me why.
Well, you gotta be a specialist in that.
Yeah, he's not a specialist in it. So.
Yeah, that's a specialized case.
Yeah, I don't know nobody, man. Right now, I don't know what to do. But I know I don't have to show my face tomorrow. I just talk to the court defendant, and then they'll take it from there. That's it.
Okay.
I don't have to show my face in front of the screen.
No, you don't. All they know is you don't have to ever say okay.
And all I got to do is when I go back to the jail, and then you can tell me, which I know that they're going to tell me the person who's going to talk to me, anyway, they're going to tell me.
Yeah, okay.
That's how they go.
I was just wondering.
Okay, y'all, I'm confused, okay? All right, I'm confused. Shay has put on the screen that Sonya is driving, okay? That is what Shay put on the screen, all right? I ain't put that there. Shay put that there, okay? Now, here's what I'm confused at. I know you're wondering what is confusing me at this point, okay? What's confusing me, Michi 3, is the fact that Shirley was expected to drop everything she was doing in order to talk to Nesto. Remember, she was at the restaurant enjoying herself. She was supposed to drop everything she was doing because Nesto was supposed to be the priority. And what I'm confused about, my time, I'm confused because this heifer's still driving. Yeah, do y'all understand how this is confusing, Gabby girl? Is that confusing to you too, Bian? I'm just curious. Right. Michi 3, Shirley was supposed to go outside, even though it's cold. Or Shirley was supposed to go into the stinking ass bathroom, right? You do what you have to do in order to talk to Nesto, because that's what I would do. Is that not what she said? Now, why this heifer still driving? Huh? Say, Jay, do you know why she's still driving? Huh? Donna Michidarian, Myretta, do you know why she's still driving? Because according to her logic, if we follow what Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III has said, right? If we follow what she said, she should pull over to the side of the road so he can hear her clearly because he's the priority, remember? He's the what his situation takes priority over every other situation because you know how you like to use the word situation, Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III. You like to say the word situation a lot. So his situation right now should trump your driving situation right now. And you should be pulling over to another situation right now in order to talk to your situation right now. Am I not following you correctly? Because if I'm not following you correctly, I apologize, but I think I am, because that's what the hell you said about Shirley Strawberry. Drop everything, Mary Willis. Just drop everything. Deanne said, ain't that a shame they had to block her? That's crazy and manic, right? You know, lawyers answer questions, right? That's what they do for a living. They ask and answer questions for a living. When a lawyer is so sick of you that they block you, let that sink in, Deanne. Let that sink in. Okay. All right. Casino lady says she on the scooter, ain't no windows. Well, casino lady, she need to pull her situation over so that she could talk to him in his situation because his situation trumps all the other situations. And in order to speak to him about his situation and have a conversation about his situation, she needs to pull her situation over. Whether her situation is a car or a scooter, casino lady, she needs to pull her shit over because that's what she said Shirley Strawberry was supposed to do. Now, Tanya B. Oh my God. Tanya B. I'll see what kind of night we're going to have, okay? Tanya B says, at Native Tribe Urban Media, Sonya has the window down because she's transporting poop bags and has to keep going to find a place to dump them all. Tanya B. Why? Tanya B, July 7th of 2023, why is she carrying poop bag? Tanya B, help me out. Help me out now. Tanya B, help me. Help me. Help me, Tanya B. I don't understand. She had a place to poop July 7th. My God. Miss Lady says exactly, Nada. She driving, she eating, sucker punch baby. She always distracted. Pot calling the kettle the pot. Yeah, I mean, Miss Lady, I just don't understand. She always talks about everything Shirley should do. This is what Shirley should be doing. This is what she should do, right? But she don't do none of that shit. She don't do none of that shit. Sonny's missing inverter says the brakes was out on the scooter. Tanya B said, oh my Tanya B, look, all I'm asking is do you know something that was happening on July 7th of 2023 that would require her to carry poop bags around? Then that's all I'm asking. Because I don't know. She had a toilet then, okay? I'm just saying. BN says it makes sense to me because I understand the duality of narcissists. The requirement need was different back then. Nesto now has no other supply to fuel him. Correct, BN. You are absolutely correct. But I just think that, the way that she come out here and run her mouth about what Shirley was and wasn't doing and what she should or shouldn't be doing, you would think that it would be very, very easy for her to pull the fuck over to talk to him about his situation. You see what I'm saying? Because, see, his situation should be above all other situations. According to Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III, we all know that that's bullshit. But Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III seems to think that that's the way that life actually works when it comes to niggas like this. Let's listen.
How you supposed to communicate with your attorney if you got an email block? I can imagine. How can they get you off of that thing?
I called the wrong time. Where you going?
It was better.
Yeah.
I was saying, so if you need to get in touch with your attorney, he was about to give you the number so I could just put it on the thing so you could just pay. It'll be paid for. So it's not a collect call. Because when you call your attorney, isn't it going through like a collect call?
Yeah.
It's not considered free automatically. Like it's got to be paid for.
Yeah.
And you send me the number, and I'll just put it on the account and pay for it. So whenever you need to talk, it's free.
Okay, talk to who?
Your attorney. Him.
No, he
Luke.
came today. He came today.
I know. He came today because he saw the new charges?
No,
Or he came today because
No, because he's working on some shit for next week.
Uh-huh.
He never saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never saw that. He came to talk about next week, and plus he came to see somebody else, not just me.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't know nothing about that, so I told him.
Yeah.
So
how did your meeting go? Well? Did it go well? Did it?
No, he's good on what we gonna do for this old shit. I mean, he broke shit down, but he said, man, you gotta find you some money, man, and find you a good ass lawyer that can handle that type of shit. You just have to find you somebody that's gonna take it, cause that's not gonna do it, cause your shit high profile now. You're high profile.
Oh yeah, because it's all over the fucking media.
Yeah.
But it ain't a hard case in a sense because one, it's not your history, and two, you didn't do it.
Why would you didn't do it be 2? I'm just curious. Why would you didn't do it be 2? Why wouldn't you didn't do it be 1? Because if you didn't do it was 1, then you wouldn't need it's not your history. Because if I ain't do it, my history don't matter. Y'all help me out on a Thursday. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? And my Todd, can you tell me how profiled this Negro is when ain't nobody heard of this Negro? Why is he saying that he? You know what, y'all? Let me tell y'all something. I forget sometimes. Okay. Sometimes I forget that. Okay, and sometimes I have to remind myself. Because what lawyer would tell him the lie that he high profile? Muffin 218, thank you so much for being here. Muffin 218, is Nesto high profile? Like when you watching regular ass TV, when you just watching TV and you see P. Diddy come up and everybody talking about that, and you see all these other like Tory Lanez and Meg The Stallion. When you see these stories, do you see Nesto being like embedded into those coverages of it? I'm just asking because he said on July 7th that his lawyer Jane, stop laughing, Jane. Okay. Look, he said, okay, so my ready, you say he lying. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, so Jackie Gates says, good afternoon, Mr. Native. Ain't nobody told him that but Sonya and Bible Lady. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Sonya's ice cream truck says high profile booty bandit. Mm-hmm. Mary Willis says, Sonya, you sound clown. Mary Willis, are you saying
y'all sound clown. That sounds like a clown statement. Y'all sound clown. That sounds like a clown statement.
is that what you're saying, Mary Willis? Is that what you're trying to say? Because I'm trying to make sense out of this. Okay, all right. CJ says someone on RTB was saying Nesto got moved to Cobb County more so for protection than anything else. That being Shirley's husband and getting hurt would reflect badly on Steve Harvey by association. CJ, he got moved because they ain't got no room in Fulton County. Don't nobody know. First of all, why would anybody hurt Ernesto on behalf of Shirley Strawberry when half of Atlanta ain't heard of Shirley Strawberry? I'm just saying. Look, I live here, okay? I live in Atlanta, and I can tell you right now, when you walk up to people in Atlanta, Fulton County, Cobb County, DeKalb County, you can go out to Gwinnett County, you can go anywhere, okay? I've done it. And I'm speaking from experience. You go and you say, do you know who Shirley Strawberry is? The first thing they say is who? Then the next thing you say is, Steve Harvey Morning Show, and they say, oh, and then they say, oh yeah, I have heard of her. Ain't nobody heard of him to the point that where they had to move him. He got moved because because it's just funny to me. Like this nigga is nobody out here. He is a nobody out here. Trust me. In the jail, he's a nobody because in the jail, if regular people ain't heard of Shirley Strawberry, these people that's locked up ain't heard of Shirley Strawberry, and they damn sure ain't heard of him. And hurting him would get them what exactly? Like what would be the um prize for hitting Nesto with the jug? Like we gonna hit him with the jug real quick. For what? For what? Like, I mean, like, there's nothing in it for them. Like, you think about it. Like, we're talking about jail, right? So that means that if they do something to Nesto, they're adding to their sentence that they already are. Everybody in there is not trying to fight Nesto or fight anybody, honestly, because it adds to their sentence. These people have not been tried yet. They're not going to prison. They're not sentenced to jail. They're in jail as a holding place. So they're not trying to really get into that much trouble. So why would it be worth hurting Nesto? The fuck is Nesto? I'm just saying. It's like the people in jail they got a little bit of sense. They do got a little bit of sense. All right. They do. They really do. Jackie Gates said, cancel Atlanta. Don't even know what's going on with Mr. Native because I have siblings that live in Atlanta. Mobile, Georgia, they don't even know nothing about Nesto. They don't. Nobody, I promise you, y'all, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that the only people I can talk about this to are y'all. Okay? Average people that go to work, come home, whatever, they do not know what is happening with this case, this dude. They never heard of him. So yeah, to me, it's really far-fetched that he's so important. CJ said, I know, I'm just saying this person was full of ideas and surmising about why it's taking a long time for his case to get trial. I say it's because Nesto played games with his lawyers. CJ, look, it's a fucked up system, right? The one thing I can say that when they talk about Fulton County being jacked up, I can say that that's really true. It's not just Nesto. Like I don't like the idea that people float that some kind of way everybody else is getting through this process quicker than Nesto is. It's not true. There are people that have been in there for as long as Nesto, if not longer. It is Fulton County is the problem. It has nothing to do with this nobody, okay? Nothing to do with this nobody. Not at all. So no, nobody knows this dude. Not at all. Not one little bit. But, hey, he wants to be high profile, right? He said his lawyer was high profile, CJ, okay? Hey, Shirley's divorced finally. He said that he was high profile. Casino lady. He said he was profile, but guess what, y'all? Guess what? He just be lying. He just be lying. My time, he know. Nola Brown, he just be lying. We can't help that. Okay, can't help it.
Right, but I got that part, but it's my limitation what I got going on. But it is.
Your reputation is fraud and money crimes. So that's what your reputation is. So if it was a whole bunch of fraud and money charges, that would be, I would say, more of a struggle than some trafficking fucking charges.
Right.
You're not in your 20s. So you got to think about it. People in their 20s and teens and stuff like that in 30s is when they start, getting all caught up in sex crimes. They usually don't. I've never heard of a case where a person waited all the way till they were 60 and have kids and people around them. It's not like I get loners who ain't got no family who can get away with shit. But you got kids and people around you at all times. When you weren't in jail, you had your kids and grandkids and, you know what I'm saying, people around you.
So here's the problem with Sonya's logic, right? As if there aren't enough, right? The problem with Sonya's logic is that it has been shown over and over and over again, right? That people hide those sides of them. They're called sociopaths. So we have people that will show you one thing, right? They'll show their neighbors one thing. They'll show their girlfriend one thing and then go out and be a complete monster in the streets and have all kind of bodies and all kind of things happening that people did not discover until it was too late. So Sonya's logic is flawed as usual because apparently she's never heard of John Wayne Gacy. She's never heard of Ted Bundy. She's never heard of Jeffrey Dahmer, right? Jeffrey Dahmer, in his 20s, wasn't what may have been doing what he was doing, but just because you don't get caught doing a thing does not mean that you're not doing the thing. So her logic is flawed in a lot of different ways, right? When Ted Bundy went home to his girlfriend, he had just finished strangling somebody a few hours before. It was hidden. When Ted Bundy was in law school, you know what he did on the weekends? He went out and strangled young girls. That's what he did. So her logic is so flawed in so many aspects, right? Because Ted Bundy didn't get caught until literally years later. So if everything worked out the way Sonya said, then you would get caught immediately once you do a thing. Once you've done the thing, then that's, you've done the thing and now you get caught. She obviously is not aware that people will show you different sides of themselves, just like Nesto has been doing to her. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look, it's Sonya's unnourished legs. She says, "Hey everyone, I'm late. Thank you for being here, Sonya's unnourished legs. Where do y'all get these god doggone names from?" Just saying. Miss Farmer says, "Thank God Sonya is a convicted felon because I would never want to see her on a jury duty. Unbelievably stupid and a very corrupt-minded person." Yeah, obviously, right? Would not do well in a jury. Honestly, does not even deserve to be in this society that we live in. Very, very, very dangerous person. Us as in we seniors need love too, says Sonya is stupid, period. Right. D Shell says, "I have no words for how stupid she is." And I don't either, honestly. Champion says, "So she's okay with his financial criminal history." Absolutely, Champions, because see, the way that these people think about crime is they think about crime in a way that is based on how hurt you are, right? Because think about it. Every time he talks about being in jail, well, I ain't unalive nobody. I ain't unalive nobody, so I don't know why I'm still in here. And then when talking about his violent crimes, right? Well, you didn't kick nobody ass, you didn't beat nobody, you didn't beat nobody up, so it's not a violent crime. See, the way that they think about crime is they think about it based on how physically hurt you are. They don't care about trauma because neither one of these nitwicks understands trauma, nor the trauma behind his charges and the trauma behind what his victims are going through right now. They don't think about it in that way. So she's okay with his financial criminal history, even though people who have been financially scammed have a high rate of unaliving themselves because of the embarrassment, because of the not knowing what to do, because you feel low, you feel it totally takes away from all of your self-confidence. And people have been known once they've been scammed, swindled, or duped to do things to themselves. They don't think about it like that because they don't understand the human experience and they don't understand trauma. So she is perfectly fine, Champions, with her with his criminal history, because to them it's no harm, no foul. That's the way they think about it. It's no harm, no foul to them. So let's listen to some more of this bullshit.
You know, it wouldn't have, if it was any truth to it, it would have came out years ago that you were
Years ago.
Yeah, it would. If he was a creep, it would have came out years ago because you keep people around you. Now, loners get away with shit because there's nobody, so they fuck around with strangers, and there's no one in their circle, so they get away with shit. But when you bringing people, when you're constantly around kids and people, you know what I'm saying, and nobody's scared of you or cautious, you know what I'm saying, or be like, ooh, he like give me, like people get vibes off of people when you know, because we always looking out. For people, side-eyeing people when you have children, you always gonna side-eye somebody, always, to be like, is he a creep or not, you know?
I don't know why I'm not feeling so fucked up. I don't feel as fucked up.
Because it's just another stack of lies on top of the other lies, so you're just really numb. I want to say more than anything.
Yeah.
It's like when you tell somebody died and they don't cry till the week after, because it don't hit them.
I got
You know what I'm saying? Or they don't cry till they start missing a person, which might happen a month later or some shit like that. Like, everybody expects a reaction immediately. When, you know, it's like some people don't show, like I never show emotional reaction. That's just me. So if they told me somebody died, you know, and I'm going to look at them like, oh, okay, and they're going to think I did it because I'm not going to break down and cry. You know, I'm just going to.
No one's going to think that you caused Uncle Billy's diabetes to go through the roof, Sonya. Okay? No one's going to think that you caused Uncle Billy's diabetes to just go haywire, and that's the reason why Uncle Billy ain't with us today. All right? Your lack of crying is not going to mean that, oh, Sonya unalived Uncle Billy, even though Uncle Billy had diabetes. Okay? All right? Your sense of self-importance is just through the roof, Sonya. But listen, just because you are an unemotional creature, okay, does not mean that people are going to think you did it. No one's going to think that. Let me tell you what they're going to think, okay? They're going to gather with this thing. Okay, check this out, Sonya. It's this thing called evidence, okay? They're going to gather evidence. And then they're going to put that with your emotional response. See, it wasn't just that OJ said, oh, what happened to Nicole? Okay, I'll be back soon, or whatever he said, right? It wasn't just that statement. It was that statement that he made in Chicago plus the evidence that they had found on the scene that made them think he did it. See, that's how that works, Sonya. The police don't go off of your initial reaction and just throw you in prison. That's not how that works. Okay, so there's a combination of things that Sonya doesn't understand about how things work, but she's willing to go through all of this in order to impress this guy, all right, to make her seem like she's a hard gangster, like she's a gangster. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no emotions, son. I ain't got no emotions, son. Emotions are for girls, yo. They're for girls. I'm a zesty little dude and I ain't got no emotions. You know what I'm saying? You get me? You get me? Raw. I'm a gangster. I'm a gangster. That's what I am. I'm Sonya the gangster. I got a rusty machete. I wish somebody would run up on me, son. I'm waiting on them, son. As soon as they roll up on me, I'm gonna pull out that rusty blade and I'm gonna give them an infection. You know what I mean? They're gonna get an infection fucking with me because I'm Sonya, I'm a gangster. That's what she wants to portray, y'all, but that's not who Sonya is. Sonya is a sensitive little child who was traumatized in her teenage years and never got over it. That's what Sonya really is. But she's trying to come across that way to Nesto, and Nesto don't give a fuck because he don't even like her like that. Hello, Coffee's Brewing. How are you? Let's listen to some more.
Say, okay, you know, how did it happen? You know,
So
and that's gonna be that.
you're saying the court date is tomorrow on the 8th? Is that what you said?
No, it says something about the 8th. So, I mean, I don't know. It didn't say it said something about the 8th. When I get back to the house, which I should be home in the next 15 minutes, his dog's breath is killing me.
Oh, I know it.
Oh, his dog's breath is like shit.
So you're going to take him over where?
She just had some pizza crust because she would not eat that food I bought her.
Really?
Oh, what's on her mind? Yeah, she wants.
Can you imagine being a dog and Sonya talking about your breath stink? Man, I know that dog had to been looking at her like, bitch, you said what? What? My breath smell like what? And you, what? I know the dog was absolutely incredulous. I had to be. Because here, Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III is talking about somebody's breath, y'all. Okay? I'm just saying. That's a thing that she just said. I can't imagine the dog. I mean, the dog has to be kind of trying to figure out what the fuck she talking about. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. I mean, I'm okay. Let's listen.
gonna starve, but that food is still in her pen, so she gonna eat it, or she gonna be hungry. That's how that goes. Like they look like our parents used to do us. You gonna eat it, but you gonna be hungry. You gonna eat it, or you gonna be hungry.
You're saying something about your house when you grew up in.
I text you. Oh yeah, the house I grew up in, it's on the market for $1.5 million, and they did this big story on it because of the designer, the architect who did it in 1926 was a real popular architect, and he built it to mimic castles in England. So they did a big spread in the Cleveland magazine of the house. But that was before all of this shit came out, though. So I was before.
So do they give bonds for that charge?
So what charge?
What charge you just gave me? Do they give bonds for that shit?
It depends on the degree. I don't know. I don't know if it's just rape or if they got first degree, second degree. I don't know how it is.
Well, that's what
I'll sit here tonight and I'll research it for you and see what they do. But I don't.
Remember I asked you what the degree was? You said I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I won't know until either I see your warrant.
Hold on real quick. Hold on. Wait. Sonya's ice cream truck said, I'm from Cleveland. That's a lie. Which part is the lie? Is it the lie about where the house is or how the house was built? Like what part? I'm interested. Tell me. I want to know. Sonya's ice cream truck. Tell me what she lying about real quick. Because I really do want to know what part you're talking about she lying. I mean, I know she lies, but just specifically when you said that, what you was talking about. Michi3 says, do you see how she just lied and brushed it off? She sounds clown. She always does that. I mean, she can lie. Let me tell you something else, Michi3. Did you notice that when she was talking all that shit, every time she starts to tell a story about how I don't get emotional and I don't care about people, that he changes the subject each time. This is not the first time that she said that. She has said that about not being emotional and I don't care about when people die, and when people die, it don't bother me and all that stuff. Every single time he changes the subject. Every single time. Hold on. Sonya's ice cream truck said how it was built. She lived in Shaker Heights. Oh, so the house was not built like a castle? Like it's not a castle-made house? Really? Imagine that. It's not a castle. She didn't live in a castle. Imagine that. Thank you for clearing that up, Sonny's ice cream truck. I appreciate that. Mocha and Dimple says Nesto doesn't in no way sound like he's surprised man about his charges. I keep saying this, Mocha and Dimples. If I was in his position, which I would never, ever, ever be, but if for whatever reason I am being accused of something I'm not doing, I'm not reacting the way Nesto reacts at all on any of these calls. He sounds like he's having a fucking good time in jail. I ain't gonna lie. It's ridiculous. Talks with TK said research means check YouTubers for the case breakdown. That's what it means to these people. Absolutely, Talks with TK. You are 1,000% right. Dimples Wimples 504 says Nesto is acting like he never talks to his attorney. What part of the universe is he in? You know what, Dimples Wimples? Follow me with this and see if you think that this is true. I believe that he talks to the attorneys. I don't think he understands what they say. I think that the lawyers do their best to speak to him on a level that he'll understand. But I really, 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 Dimples Wimples, believe that he has a comprehension problem. So I think that they sit down and he sits down with his attorney in the break room. And I'm pretty sure on the pewter, they show him a lot of things. But I don't think he understands the pewter. I don't think he understands the attorney. I don't think he understands any of this shit. And then he calls Sonya and makes it seem like he doesn't talk to them at all. That's just my theory. Sonya's ice cream truck says that house did not cost $1 million nothing. Oh, now you got me curious. I want to go up there and see it. I really do. I really, really, really want to see it because Sonya's ice cream truck say fuck no. I'm so curious. I really am. Miss Fine One says I think it's even more interesting, that he went from talking about the house, trying to figure out the value of it. When she mentioned the $1 million, he asked, "Can he get a bond?" Oh, you know what? Oh, hold on. Well, let's listen to this again. Hold on, because I didn't even put that together. Hold on. Let's listen again, y'all, because that's kind of a good point. Hold on. She talks about the value of the house, and then he starts asking if his charges can be bonded. Hold on, listen, y'all.
It depends on the degree. I don't know. I don't know.
Hold on. That's because okay, yeah, because now she's talking about she don't know the degree and all this other shit. Hold on.
And he built it to mimic castles in England. So they did a big spread in the Cleveland magazine of the house. But that was before all of this shit came out, though. So, you know, that was hours before.
So do they give bonds for that charge?
So what charge?
What charge is it?
Wow. She goes from wow, I did not hear that or I did not put that together. She's talking about how much the house is worth. It was built like a castle or built to mimic castles. He immediately pivots to, so do they give bonds for this charge that I got? Because you can get your house and sell it and get me out of here. Oh wow. Wow. Good catch. Good catch. Good catch. Wow. Ms. Fama said, I agree, Native, and those attorneys get very frustrated with him. They do. They get super frustrated. Like, imagine you have sat down and in your most clear, concise voice as an attorney, you have broken down these very complex things that are happening in the court, the procedures, all of those things, just for him to say, huh? Oh, okay. All right, then. Okay, then. Okay. All right. You say, okay, then. All right, then. Yeah, I would be frustrated too. Shit. Justin's mom said, always scheming. He is always scheming. New Start 1971 says she was dangling that carrot on purpose. Yeah, I see now. See now, New Start. Now you making me think. Did she do that on purpose, or did he react on purpose? Which one? Which one? That's interesting though, because I did not even see that. I did not even see that. That is interesting. Nola Brown says, how many times they told him to stay off the phones? Nola Brown, apparently since the beginning. I mean, you know, when you think about it, it's obviously since the beginning. Um, I, wow, let's listen to some more.
They gave me. Do they give bonds for that shit?
It depends on the degree. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's just rape or if they got first degree, rape, second degree. Rape. I don't know how it is.
That's what
I'm gonna just. I'll sit here tonight and I'll research it for you and see what it do. But I don't.
Remember I asked you what the degree was? You said I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I won't know until either I see your warrant because I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. I got. You know what? I could go look on the court site because her case is in the court site. I'll go look it because it does say misdemeanor and felony and all of that shit, but I don't think it says what degree felony.
Okay.
You stay the fuck away from females because females and you do not mix. I think all of this shit stems from females.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. That's what.
All of this conspiracy shit, that's Erica shit. That's a fucking female. Females fuck do all of that shit. Stay away from females. Is messy as shit. That's why I don't hang around none of them.
Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Okay. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Okay. If you have been on my lives at any moment, any point, okay, y'all already know what I'm about to say. She's a zesty little dude. Like, she is not a female. She keeps indicating that she is not a woman. She indicates that she is other than female. She's other than, right? What you mean don't hang around female? What are you? Except a zesty little dude, D-Shell. I'm saying Nola Brown. What the fuck? I mean, Look, Mary Willis. Look, Mary Willis. Let me explain this to you, okay? Mary Willis. Of all the quote unquote females, right, that he has been around, okay, of all of them, have any of them, besides his victims, caused him to get more charges and more time added to his sentence? Have any one of them, besides Erica King, right, have any one of them laid out such a smooth case for Will Wooten? I mean, let's be real about this, right? Let's be real about this, Miss Fine One. Let's be completely real about this. The only quote unquote female he's dealing with, he had a choice of two of them, right? One of them was encouraging, one of them was putting money on the books, and one of them was giving him the best advice she could spiritually. And the other one is Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III. She has ruined his case, okay? She has ruined his case. She has fucked over this case every possible way she could. Some of y'all say it's on purpose. I say it's just because she's a fucking idiot, okay? We can meet in the middle, all right? we can meet in the middle about that part. But here's the thing, y'all. No woman has cost him his freedom as much as Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III. I mean, we could just be real about that. No, I ain't call out architect. Mistress Monica. I didn't. Bevy C said, yes, that's it. It's all on the females. I mean, look, I just think that if Nesto is really looking at this in a really objective way, he has to understand that Sonya is no different than the quote unquote females. I don't know why she can't say women, right? Why can't she say the word women? I don't know. But Sonya Waller Durham Jackson is no different than the quote unquote females that she's talking about right now. Weird as fuck. Let's listen.
Females,
I just want to see.
females would be the death of a person.
Well, I just want to see who put that lie out. I kind of got figured out, but I don't want to assume anything, but because I don't deal with people.
All right.
I really don't. Yeah.
And you'd be surprised how listen to what it is. So Russell Simmons' daughter is going through some shit. They got on live, her, the other daughter, and Russell. You know, Russell's out the country because they had all these allegations on him, so he bounced, right? Before it came to, he bounced before it became a charge. It was just allegations and he left the country. So they was all on live talking all kind of smack about what type of father he is and just all of this bitter shit, right? And so, that shit with Ralph? I mean, Russ Simmons?
I'm talking about now.
Oh, no. The allegations came out like 2 years ago. He bounced again, right? Then he,
Everywhere in Japan, somewhere he's doing some exercise, some shit.
Yeah, he's somewhere. Where's he at? But anyway, he left. He said, fuck the U.S., right? I don't know if it ever came to a charge. I just know allegations, and then he just left, or he happened to be out of town and never came back. I don't know. But anywho, so his daughter down there and got to trying to bash him and call him on. And then the mama got on there and she got to bashing with him and stuff. And then he got on there and just snapped back at him and was just going in on their ass. All of it's a lie, right? Like, why y'all got y'all family business on Instagram is beyond me. So then Kiki Palmer, the actress, her baby, she went out. After she had the baby.
When did this start? Today?
What?
What you talking about?
Okay, so that happened. The thing with Russell was last week, right? Maybe 2 weeks at the most. And Kiki's thing was like 3 days ago. So ever since she had the baby, her skin got clear because she had real bad skin, acne. The baby cleared her acne up and gave her a nice little body because she was built a little bit like a little boy, right? So her body got...
So, y'all, let me get this straight because I don't quite know, and I don't quite understand. A baby can give you a nice shape and clear your acne up. I mean, don't those things happen? I mean, hey, Seven Ward Tweet, how you doing? Don't those things happen? Like they happen, but they happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, like, you know, you get a certain amount of fat in different places because you gained weight during the birthing process. So, you know, but did the baby, just having a baby does that? Because Dimples Wimple said Dimples Wimple said a baby can leave you edgeless as well. Obviously, right? Right? Okay. So here's what I'm trying to see. Dimples Wimple, you almost messed me up. Okay. Sonya's missing inverted says Kiki body has been given Sonya a pure blood hater. Look, I'm just trying to understand this, right? She's saying that all you got to do is have a baby, right? All right. Now, here's my conspiracy theory. Y'all know I think Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III is a zesty little dude, okay? Now, she said that Michelle Obama, that nobody has seen pictures of Michelle Obama pregnant. I actually have seen pictures of Michelle Obama pregnant. Michelle Obama is a woman. But if we follow her logic, okay, if we follow her logic, y'all, I've never seen a picture of Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III, and she still got the body of a little boy. That tells me that Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III is a little boy. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I y'all see how I followed her logic? I ain't never seen her pregnant, which apparently is a requirement for people to have pictures of being pregnant. And I've never, and she got to the body of a little boy. I'm just saying. Miss Feinman says she's all over the place in everyone's business. Yeah, but Miss Feinman, don't that mean she a little boy too? Ain't that what that mean? Now CJ brings it back up. Says Sonya did say there were 3 of us boys. Yeah, she did. She did. Okay. August later said not wrong at all. Okay, thank you. I just want to make sure. I just wanted to make sure because see, you know, I don't want to be accusing folks of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be, you know, accusing folks, but if I follow her logic, see, sometimes you can use people's logic against them. And I'm just saying, if I follow her logic, she'll do. She'll do. Miss Frown, I ain't playing. I ain't playing. Debbie C, the point of these stories is she's trying to show Nesto a parallel between these people and him. Aquarius Bay says Sonya is a lie. Wasn't Michelle pregnant when Barack was a Chicago politician? I think so. Either way, I've seen the pictures. I've seen the pictures of her pregnant. So, but what the Republicans like to say, the MAGA people, they like to say that she's a man because there are no pictures of her pregnant when there absolutely are pictures of her pregnant. And that's what Sonya is just following the Fox News talking points when she says that. So, you know, yeah. Mary Willis said, yes, she a little boy, little Sammy. Not little Sammy. Let's see. No 504 says, I've seen pics of the Forever First Lady preggers also. That means Wendy is a man because I wonder about her and have never seen her preggers pics. Right. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to make it make sense. No 504. That's all.
That she filled out as a woman and everything, right? So the father of the, you know, he was like, he made a comment to say about, you know, she shouldn't have dressed like that with those little sheer with the booty cheeks out dress, because she wasn't like that before she had the baby. So that's what he was dating. He was dating a more conservative Kiki who was a little bit insecure and she didn't feel as pretty and as beautiful as she actually is now, right? So her whole attitude changed, which is cool because she's feeling pretty, and that's okay. Sometimes everybody want to feel pretty, and so she feels pretty, and she's living her best life, and she's happy, etc. So he made a comment online, of course, to say, you know, that was an inappropriate outfit. She should have dressed a little bit, you know, more covered up, this, that, and the other. You're a mother. So they went in and just gave it to him, right? You know, honey, you just, you know, this, that, and the other. And all the dudes was like, y'all single bitches is saying all that shit because y'all ain't got a man, so y'all talking all that slick shit. But he's right, which I feel like he is. But then Russell Simmons' daughter got on there and was like, I hate him. I hope, I pray for his downfall. And everybody was like, oh, you're damaged. You're damaged.
So, if you read the my thumbnail for this particular live, right? Signs of a deranged woman, right? Um, y'all help me out. Did Sonya not say that when her dad, now she's talking about Russell Simmons' daughter, right? Did she not talk about when her dad was on his deathbed that she would not speak to him when he was still able to speak to her because she was holding a grudge about a house? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? But now she got all this smoke about what somebody's daddy issues are. See, one of the signs of a deranged woman is that a deranged woman can see what's wrong with everybody else, but she can't see what's wrong with her. She can sweep around everybody else's door, but her door is a little bit dusty. So, Nesto, she's right. You do need to watch for the signs of a deranged woman, and who you're talking to on the other end of the phone is a deranged, zesty little dude posing as a woman. See? So it becomes a thing where if you think about what she's saying and applying to her own life, right? It makes no damn sense. No 504. I remember her saying it because I was there listening when she said it. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Ms. Lady, what I'm saying is, because Ms. Lady said, yep, she didn't even cry at her dad's funeral. So if you don't have the emotional intelligence to know, number one, that you have a parent who is trying to reach out to you, who has the ability to speak to you before they pass on to the other side, whatever you believe, however you believe, whatever you believe happens after you close your eyes for the last time, we all can agree that it's final, right? We all can agree, whether you believe in heaven, hell, the reincarnation, whatever you believe in, right? That's up to you. But we can all agree that when you close your eyes, it's final. She didn't even have the emotional intelligence to realize that in the finality of her dad's life, she had the opportunity to speak to him, but it was more important to be mad at him about this house. Ernesto, this is a deranged woman that you were speaking to, okay?
Damaged ass little girl. You got daddy issues and you damaged. They was like, that was very harsh. First of all, you don't even know them like that. You know of them, but you don't know them. And all he did was make a comment about her clothes, and you went in and said you pray for his downfall. And so that's how crazy bitter these females. How she just went in on him, and it was just because he said he just wanted her to cover up more. But you pray for his downfall. You hate him. He's like just very like harsh, like he beat children out here. That's how she was talking to him. Like he out here whooping ass and you know, murdering and all kind of crazy shit. And all he did was make a comment about her clothes. But she has all right, because that's his woman, you know? And that's the extent when you're dealing with somebody that's damaged. A damaged ass female, and everybody went in on her about that. Like, you need therapy. Like, wow, you really need therapy. Like, you really went there, and all he did was like, it's none of our business, really. So people make little comments, but no one's sitting here with the harsh comments of downfall and you know, hate you and all of this like type of shit towards this dude.
So when we make comments, right? When we make comments for the ladies in my audience, right? You all have been labeled as bitter bitches. Okay, not my words. Not my words. Native ain't call you that. Sonya called you that. Sonya is okay with little comments here when it comes to Russell Simmons' daughter, right? But she apparently is not okay with harsh words for people that you don't know. But yet Sonya said that you all were bitter bitches. Do y'all see how this heifer here don't make no damn sense? Do y'all get an understanding of why my thumbnail is what it is? Do y'all see what she said? D Shell says zero self-awareness. Thank you, D Shell. Because how you gonna fix your mouth to call people bitter black bitches, and black people are so bitter because we don't have anything positive to say, because we talk about your incarcerated boyfriend named Ernest Williams. You know, they say he nasty. So because we go with what the evidence says, the evidence shows us, right? The indictments tell us that he's nasty. But we better bitches. But you can understand from the Angela Simmons point of view. Look, Legacy Moon said, but that's not what happened between Russell Simmons and his daughter. Of course it's not. Of course it's not. See, she shapes the story however she wants to shape the story. She's like Drake. Mm-hmm. Ms. Lady says everything she says is a deflection, just like her cult leader. Correct. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. No, she's never going to tell the whole story to Nesto, because Nesto's, first of all, I don't think Nesto can repeat back any story that this heifer has ever said to him, ever. Ever. But no. No. I know.
But that's a mentally disturbed, you know what I'm saying, female.
Okay.
Watch these females. Or men too, but you deal lighter. You get less words.
Where are you going? Because you're getting tongue-tied right now.
No, that was my point. I made my point to say, when you deal with a...
Her brain stopped working, y'all. Her brain exploded, y'all. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Her brain exploded right then, y'all. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I know y'all wondering, like, what does it sound like when somebody brain explode? I want y'all to listen to this sentence that she tries to get out.
I made my point to say, when you deal...
Hold on. This is what it sounds like when your brain explode. When your brain is on tilt, okay, and it's about to explode, all right? This is kind of what it sounds like. All right, listen. Just listen to her try to put this sentence together, y'all.
You get less words.
Where are you going?
She said, lip, 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 like. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's right, CJ. CJ said it, and it looked like this. That's exactly what it looked like. You're right. You're right. That's what happens when your brain explode. Hold on. We gotta see this. Listen, y'all. She's trying to get the shit out, but her brain literally glitches.
Deal lighter. You get less.
It won't come out. It won't come out. Butterscotch the Clown is having a malfunction, y'all. Butterscotch the Clown is having a malfunction. We don't know what the fuck is happening with Butterscotch the Clown. Can somebody check on Butterscotch the Clown? Words was kicking her ass. Them words was kicking her ass, y'all.
Where are you going? Because you're getting tongue-tied right now.
No, that was my point. I made my point to say, when you deal with a psycho chick, they take things to the extreme.
You mean like searching through the internet and everybody's Instagram to find your incarcerated boyfriend that has that had hot steamy relations with you so good that you just couldn't let it go, even though you were supposed to be a one night stand because this is a married ass nigga. That type of is that what you're talking about, Sonya? I'm just saying. I mean, that's what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
I got you.
It was something that was irrelevant to her personal life, and she went to say that she hates him and that she wished for his downfall, and that's harsh. Think about people in her immediate life, how fucked up she would be against them. Just to say, like in your instance, how you're getting fucked over. Definitely by females, because we know, you don't deal with men other than like very lightly, but the females in your circle, and you see.
Hey, Nesto. Nesto, is Nesto listening? Can anybody get a message to Nesto? Nesto, you can let Sonya know at this point in the game. Okay, bro. Let me tell you something. All right. You can let her know that you deal with men on a more let's see, she said lightly. You can let her know that you deal with men on a very personal level at this point in the game, sir. You can let her know that your dealing with men is not light anymore. For the rest of your days, it will not be light in your dealing with men. Okay. Now, I don't know what you told her about what happened before you went to jail. Hey, Jackie, how you doing? I don't know if she's aware that you had a long-standing crush on Gary with the T. Okay. I don't know if she's aware of that because she said that you dealt with men lightly. And I'm going to say this, that when it comes to your urges and your crushes, nobody, Nesto, should take that lightly. I feel like you should be who you want to be. All right. If you like Gary with the T, God dog it, like Gary with the T. But like Gary with the T out loud, Nesto. Stop hiding. Okay. Now, as you move forward with your indictment and you move forward with going down the road, as somebody said earlier, getting on that bus, as you deal with that, Nesto, your dealing with men is going to become more intense. Okay. So gone are the days of just having a crush. Okay. Gone are the days of having a crush. Okay. Now you about to be crushed. All right. And I don't mean that in no good way. You about to have some weight on you. All right. You about to be a 60 ball, a 61 ball, a 62 ball, and all the balls that you can handle in that jail, and even some that you can't. Okay. All that's happening in your prison life. All right. So your dealing with men lightly is pretty much over with at this point. Okay. So it's okay, my tie. That's right, Bella. The Punisher is coming. It's okay. Is all I'm saying is that it's okay for him to let her know at this point in the game that it ain't finna be no lightly dealing with no men from here on out. That's just the way prison works. I ain't make the rules. I'm just saying.
When you see a sense of mental illness, you got to run. Got to, like Deion said, he stayed away from Shirley's daughter because she made that comment that she was on, fuck you, get you fucked up out here. She gonna, break y'all up and do all kind of this, that, and the other. And he was like, everything she said, that shit, I stayed the fuck away from her because that bitch is crazy. And it wasn't even necessary for her to say what she said. Just because you don't like them together, all you do is separate yourself. And that's all she had to do, is separate herself. That's your mom. If she like him, he ain't beating her, he ain't abusing her. She good. She good. So, only time you're supposed to not like somebody is when they're actually hurting them.
Right.
Other than that, like, I don't fuck with Jan, but, which is Chuck's, my father's girlfriend at the time, you know what I'm saying? But, I just stay away from her. You know what I'm saying? Stay away. You know what I'm saying? You show signs of some shit, and I'm just gonna stay away from you. And you just gotta, going forward, whenever you get around somebody that says things or do things to other people, not necessarily you, but to other people. If you witness her character with other people, I'm sure, and she's done things that they didn't deserve. And, not thinking she'll flip out on you. But they do.
Oh boy. I don't know. I just don't know. I really, really, really don't know what to say about this heifer right here. Okay. Now, Sonya's missing inverter says Nesto will join the prison color guard flag team. I got to give you some on that one. Hold on. I'll give you some on that one. That makes me laugh. That one will make me laugh after I get done with this. So thank you for that. Sonya's ice cream truck. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, and what did Dion say about you, Sonya? What did Dion say about you? I'm just saying. Sonya's ice cream truck. Did he not say that she was sleeping with folks' husband and that she was a bobblehead bitch? I'm not my words, y'all. You know, I don't really be throwing the B word around like that. But you know, that's what the son said. That's what Dion said. Since she want to quote Dion, right? Thank you, Sonya's ice cream truck, for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just mad about music. Everybody need to put a foot in the ass. Apparently, let's listen.
It's just a matter of time before it's your turn.
Yeah.
That's all it is. You watching, you witnessing do shit, or why you ain't got, or wonder why the girl ain't got no friends, or all her friends or her foes now. You know, it be because, you know, she ain't right. And it's a matter of time before she do some unnecessary shit to the next person. You going for a walk before I put you in the house. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, so, I mean, it's always a pattern. It ain't, you know, it's always a pattern
It
for people.
definitely is.
I was telling Sydney, she was like, what the fuck lied on him? And I was like, it's crazy. She said, that's fucked up.
What'd she say?
Sydney said, that's fucked up, what they doing to you.
Oh, man, they're trying to cross.
With them charges. She said, that's fucked up. She said, that's fucked up. And, she said,
I'm listening.
you got to fight it. Got to fight it. That's all you got to do. You got to fight it. It might not be easy, but you got to fight it. But the one thing for sure, that shit is a complete out of the world stretch. You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about?
Their charges.
Yeah, I know that. I know what you're saying.
That's an out of the world stretch is what I'm saying.
Myself.
Oh my God, she is so stupid, y'all. What is you talking about? Your charges? Oh my God. Wait, what is you talking about? Oh, your charges? Talking about your charges? Yeah, no, I know you was talking about the charge. Okay, she's so fucking stupid. Look, Michi 3, she don't even understand when he. Oh God, let's listen. This is listen.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's basically what I'm saying. When I say,
Yeah, that's just an out of the world stretch.
man, that's I'm trying to figure, dude, have anybody ever got a bond like that? I gotta figure that.
Well, we as much as you hate to be there, we got to get to a lawyer and get your defense going.
I do. But
Secondary issue is the bond, but first we just really need to get an attorney to take the case and get that together.
Boy, who ain't gonna read this book here?
Me?
Ooh-wee.
You better get to writing.
Man, that
You
shit.
better.
The hell I want to read a book that ends with you being in jail for the rest of your life. I want to read triumphant books. I want to read books with happy endings, right? By the way, I have mentioned this book before and I will mention it again. The Sun Does Shine is a very triumphant book. It's by Anthony Ray Hinton. Talks about his false imprisonment in Alabama on death row. It is a very inspiring story. Now, I love that book and I recommend that book all the time because this man, when you talk about was in a hopeless situation, this man was in a hopeless situation and got out of it and is a free man to this day. Spoiler alert, he ends up getting out. But listen, the book is so inspiring by his attitude and by the way that he dealt with those dark times. It is an amazing book. If you have not read it, go pick it up. It's called The Sun Does Shine by Anthony Ray Hinton. Amazing. So I think it's a part of the Oprah Book Club, right? So I will say that book, right, is inspirational. What the fuck is inspirational about this nasty nigga on the screen? What about Nesto inspires you to do anything other than go into the house and hope that he does not come out into these Atlanta streets? I'm just trying to understand why anybody would want to read this bullshit of this liar, right? Why would anybody want to read his bullshit? I'm seriously asking. I don't know, and why he thinks that any publisher would publish his shit. Free blind mice. Dimples Wumple said Nesto is going to read Free Blind Mice. Yes, indeed. I mean, wow, Thessie Jewel. Wow. Thessie Jewel says he inspires me to get my hair done. Thessie Jewel, are you referring to these cuckaburls in the back of Mr. Nesto's head? Is that why he inspires you to get your hair done? Is because he got them little nap rockets in the back ready to explode at any minute? Is that why? Is it because his kitchen is full of naps and cannot be cleaned? Is that why he inspires you to get your hair done? Okay. All right. Okay. Busy Bee said, I want him to do an audiobook. Oh, hell no. Chapter 1. Unbelievable. I went out one day with my AC/DC shirt on because that's how I remember the alphabets. It say ACDC EFP HIK LMNO me. And that's the way I keep up with alphabet. When all of a sudden it was a police officer behind me. I came up with police officer and I said, Warren, what warrant? And they put handcuff on me. They also put me on ground and had me say the alphabet backward. I said, I don't know the alphabet forward. What make you think I know the alphabet backward? And so then they put me in a car and had me hallway jail. And I'm innocent man. Chapter 2. This some bullshit. This some bullshit. I called my friend Dre. He said he won't ride with me and talk about the charges. I said, what we gonna charge about? What we gonna talk about charge for? He said we need to take a ride. I blowed on him. I blowed on him so hard, he ain't never been blowed like that before. But I blew on him. I said, what you mean, nigga? I'm innocent man. What you talking about? Chapter 3. Sonya. Sonya is a wonderful person. I don't know where I'd be without her. She just do everything. She's so smart and she exotic looking like Tyra Banks. So I am so happy to have Sonya in my life. It's almost like I never had another wife before Sonya. That would be the y'all said the audio book, right? Y'all said the audio book. Okay? That would be the audio book. This has been Audible. This is Audible. Let's listen, y'all.
Dagger right there.
You better get them working. Because this is crazy.
Yes, it is.
Uh-huh.
Well, I call you in the morning. I ain't handled yet, but then I get.
All right.
Where you going? You say you going?
I'm just about to walk. I feel like I need to go to the bathroom, so I'm about to walk her real quick right here outside so she can like try to release before I put her in a pen.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going upstairs. If you need to call me back, I hate when dogs be smelling other dogs' pee. It's so disgusting. If you need to call me, right, and then if you be letting them lick on their faces, I be washing the crap out of her face when she come in the house. And are you trying to?
If I call you, it'd be about 10:30.
As long as you call me, you better call me, or I'm gonna hurt you.
Okay, thank you. But I ain't hanging up yet. It ain't yet now. It ain't saying hanging up yet.
I know. That's you who keep trying to hang up on people.
Yeah, but I want you to go and do what you got to do. You say you got to go to the bathroom. The dog got to go to bed. Everybody.
I'm outside walking the dog.
Oh.
I'm trying to not think about it so I need to go get me a caramel apple. I'm trying not to think about it so I can just do this, take her out real quick and then go in the house, get on the computer.
She's sleeping in the pen tonight?
Yeah, she took in the pan last night. I had her in the pan all day today, but I had the top open on it. But her bed and stuff is in the pen.
Oh, is she going now? You keep her locked in now.
I put her in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she thinks that she'll be trying to get out. She slept in it all day quietly and didn't try to, whine about, come get me. But I would just pull the pen next to me so she's in close proximity. But definitely when I sleep, she got to be in there because I don't need her creeping off and peeing somewhere where I got to kill her. Animal.
Oh boy. I can't believe that she will be offended by anybody or anything else peeing or taking a shit somewhere because, as we look at her situation now, Sonya Wilder Durham Jackson III is literally peeing and shitting everywhere like a fucking animal. But anyway, listen, for you all that are buying Anthony Ray Hinton's book, I totally recommend it. Let me just tell you this. You're going to be upset in the first part of the book, okay? You're going to be upset, but let me just tell you that emotion will definitely change. Like I said, it is such an amazing story. It is an incredible story. But I see that some people have said that they got the book in the shopping cart. Please purchase it. Maybe, just maybe, as we talk about this book club, that is a book that we can go over probably early on, or one of the first books that we do in the book club, because I love his story. That guy is just an amazing guy. He really is. So anyway, just wanted to say that yes, when you read that book, it is going to be emotionally charged. Like, this man went through a lot, and he was innocent. Unlike some people that are on our screen right now with the very raggedy beard and a very dusty ass hoodie. Let's listen.
Animal cruelty. I'm trying to save her life.
That's right.
I'm trying to save her life.
I understand.
So I keep her in that pen. I keep her safe so she don't do something on a business going.
Well, I guess I'll shave this bullshit off my face now. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Shave a bald head. Just give me a bald head. Just say fuck it, man.
Hey, listen. Make sure you send me 6 numbers under 60, under 70.
Huh?
All this bad luck, you bound to have some good luck. Send me some numbers.
Okay. Well, you know what?
With bad luck come good luck.
Yeah, okay, all right then. Never heard of that part, but okay.
Yes, they do. I'm telling you, with bad luck come good luck. We got to go in, girl, because she got to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
Look, I got to go to the bathroom. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll call you back.
No, 504 said, did that book become a movie? No, it did not. The movie that came out was about, it was called Just Mercy. It was on another case. They did mention, if I'm not mistaken, Anthony Ray Hinton in that movie. Michael B. Jordan played, it was about Bryan Stevenson. Michael B. Jordan played Bryan Stevenson, but that's not what the movie was about. I think they mentioned him toward the end of the movie. But yeah, so but definitely check out Just Mercy, because that's another good book and a great movie. So Margaret says, I downloaded the book from the library. Okay, we got to have a discussion then. We're gonna talk about some real injustice in the criminal justice system, and not this bullshit that Nesto's talking about. Let's listen.
If you need to call me back tonight, you can, but call me tomorrow. Don't forget, I love you very much.
Love you too. Bye.
My love.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
8 a.m.
Good morning.
Hello.
I know you've been up all night, still sleeping, but I'm going to call you later. I've been up all night myself.
Hello. My brother called this way at the airport, coming this way.
Huh?
I said your brother's at the airport, on his way this way, back in town.
Oh.
He called about an hour ago, but,
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he don't need to be calling nobody. He don't need to be doing none of that shit.
Huh. So you mean to tell me that at 7:00 in the morning, Lamont called Sonya to tell Sonya he was back in town, and Ernesto said he don't need to be calling nobody? Ain't this some shit? What y'all think about Earl Lamont Dunbar calling Sonya on July 8th at 7:00 in the morning? What y'all think? What y'all think about that shit? That sound like some bullshit? I'm just saying. Ms. HLS, thank you so much for the super chat. Says a fool called native. Well, hey, I do the best I can, Ms. HLS. Okay. It's hard on this side of the screen, Ms. HLS. Okay. All right. Sonya's ice cream truck said bugaboo. But speaking of booze, Sonya's ice cream truck, what you think about Earl Lamont Dunbar calling at 7:00 in the morning? I'm just saying. Sonny's ice cream truck said booty call. Yeah. I mean, I ain't really waking nobody up at 7:00 in the morning unless I kind of, I'm a little familiar. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Thesty Jules say he called from the other side of the bed. Justin's mom said Lamont right beside her in the bed. Probably so. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, why in the world would you like to call somebody that early in the morning that's not your spouse or not your significant other? You're not your best friend. You got to have some kind of familiarity. Like, especially for me, if my phone rings in that early in the morning, I know it's one person, and that's my mama. Ain't nobody else really calling me like that. Ain't nobody checking for me at 7:00 in the morning. I'm just saying, Miss Fine One. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Legacy Moon True Crime Mystery says, but we don't know if it's really true. Legacy Moon, check this out. Here's the thing. When it comes to Lamont and her contact with Lamont, she really don't lie about that. She be so proud of talking to Lamont. Okay. All right. Shirley's Divorce Finally. Check this out. We're going to talk about that book. I think that book is so important. That is such an important book. Let me know when you're done with it so we can figure out when we're going to have a discussion about it. Okay. Because I really do think that it's one of the most inspirational books I've read since the autobiography of Malcolm X. And that ain't no exaggeration. So yeah, just let me know when you have when you have gotten through it.
All right.
If you're doing that, let them folks on going where they gonna go, because that ain't gonna make shit worse.
Of course you can't bother with nobody.
Yeah.
Being in court. That's all.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this shit all night trying to figure who these people is.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Somebody
can I get my fingers
on?
Can I get my fingers on one, but I can't get it. I think I got a pinpoint, but I just don't know I'm just surprised that you just can't see the warrant. That's just hard for me to believe that. You just can't see it.
I can't see none of them. Only one was on there. On one of the cases I was able to see, but other than that, I wasn't able to see them.
Yeah.
It's not posted on there.
Okay.
At all.
Well, it'll be Monday then before I get to see what's going on. Yeah. It'll be Monday. So, but I was trying to figure that if anybody ever got a bond on that shit. Because I gotta go to Superior. But you ain't gotta think about no shit like that. Now go and finish your sleep, because I'm gonna try to go see myself. So I'll call you later on.
See you later, man.
Yeah. All right, love you, bye.
Bye.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Sonya's got a man in jail. That's the song that the dude should have sung. Sonya's got a man in jail. Yeah. That's better than Mama, ain't it? That's better than Mama. Sonya got a man in jail. Yeah, I'm just saying. Maybe that's what old dude can work on next. Just saying. Listen, y'all, that's all I got for you. Okay. Thank you for your patience as we got through the call. Thank you, phone calls from prison, for coming through and clearing up exactly when said call took place. Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you. So now we understand exactly where this call fell in the midst of the text and finding out about the charges. Phone calls from prison is also who we can thank for letting us use the material that we use. And what do we do with that material? We laugh at it. We poke fun at it. We criticize it, and we dissect it in a very negative way, according to Sonya Waller Durham Jackson III. I want to thank my mods, the notorious Native Tribe Mod Squad. Thank you, ladies, for everything that you do behind the scenes. I do appreciate you so much. Listen, if you gave to the Cash App, if you gave a super chat, a super sticker, if you went and checked out the merchandise at nativetribeshop.com, thank you for supporting the channel. And also, please don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't done that already, y'all. Thank you. You all have no idea how much I appreciate each one of you. You all have no idea how much I appreciate the support that you've given me over all this time that we have been rocking out here in this community. You all are the best. Okay. And I don't want to ever get so caught up in everything that I forget to thank you all for just being who you are. Okay. So thank you all for what you do. Thank you all for what you say. Thank you all for everything. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. My friend Legacy Moon, all right. My friend Legacy Moon is coming up behind me, all right. And she got some things that she gonna go over in this Nesto cinematic universe. So y'all check her out if you are still ready to party on this Thursday night and have a good time. There's always a good time over at the Legacy Moon house, okay? So thank y'all for coming out and hanging out with me on this Thursday evening. I appreciate you all so much. And before we go, okay, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you, yes, you are beautiful, you are loved, and you are blessed. And there isn't anything that anybody can do about that, not even you. All right. So thank you all for coming out tonight. Y'all check out my friend Legacy Moon in a few minutes. All right. And I will see you all out here tomorrow where we will laugh at something, even if I don't know what it is right now. Okay. Hold on. I'll be off in a minute. Thank you so much for the last minute. Super chat says, I want to hear Nesto be lying again. Okay. No problem.
Nesto be lying.
Okay. That's what we got. That's right. Because we all know
Nesto be lying.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. Yes, Miss Mad About Music, we will have trivia tomorrow, tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So if you are a member, we have our members only. I know we got some new members. Thank you for reminding me. We got our new members. If you are a member, new or old, if you got your membership today, if you get one tomorrow, you are eligible to come by and play trivia with us. We do a trivia every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central. It is Native Tribe trivia. You can win some great Native Tribe merchandise, and we will be doing that tomorrow at 7 p.m. All right. Just nigga said, Native, can I get a verse of Mama? Mama, Mama, you know, Nesto's never getting out the hole. Yeah. That's all I got, y'all. That's all I got. Okay. All right. Sonya's Rusty Machete. Thank you so much for being here. Y'all keep Sonya's Rusty Machete, aka Black But Not Bitter, in your prayers. Keep Mr. Black But Not Bitter in your prayers. And we praying for healing, of course, to our family. We stand with you in prayer and we stand with you in love, Black But Not Bitter. You and Mr. Black But Not Bitter. You mean the world to this channel. So I'm praying for you. So y'all keep her in your prayers, absolutely. And we will see what happens from there. All right. So listen, y'all, thank y'all again for coming out. I appreciate y'all. The name of the book is The Sun Does Shine. Okay. The Sun Does Shine by Anthony Ray Hinton is the name of the book. So yeah, definitely check that out. Definitely check that out. But that's all I got, y'all. Let me let y'all get out of here so that way y'all can make it over to my friend Legacy Moon's channel and y'all check her out. And I will see you all tomorrow at some point. Okay. All right. Y'all have a good one.